guess.
Wait, can I do a full color sweep? Is that how this works?
Are you going to color sweep right now?
Yeah, why not?
All right, so I got this going here, pre-showing.
Oh, here we are. Okay, so how do I do mode?
And we're pre-showing the Revival Motoring Podcast.
Oh my god.
Oh, please make that happen the whole time.
You know Josh is gonna kill us immediately, right?
Yeah, but please.
All right. Well, it's good right now.
It looks unbelievable on camera.
Let me see what it looks like on camera. I mean, it won't be distracting at all.
Won't bother me, buddy. This is pretty much how my life is lived. Johnny, or what's going on, man?
Perfect. Yeah, okay.
Ransom in the notification gang. What's happening? How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Pete, I love that new car.
Suit jacket?
Yeah, you have to. We're in the bunker. Josh just got back from D.C., so here we are. Bunkered up. Being flat, I think you're probably pretty safe out there.
He offered me his couch. So.
We might take your couch up, too. Just talked to a buddy in Hawaii who's very excited to be living in Hawaii right now. Let's see. Elon Musk close to surpassing Jeff Bezos as the world's richest man. I'll tell you what, I'd be pretty amped if that happened.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty impressive. Base VR up in the house. Wow, he's worth 181.1 billion. Let's keep it going, Elon. You're making daddy some money right now. Jesus.
Was this the one that was... Oh, wow.
Wait, you test drove a Subaru the other day, Mr. Flat? What'd you drive? Some Australia only, like an Oot thing?
Remember the E30 Touring that was on our cruise?
Yes. From Dirty E30?
Yeah, got some Borbet Type A's on it.
Oh.
Yeah. It's Den Patrol hooked it up, apparently.
Very tight.
Yeah, it looks extra.
I was judging you the whole time. I knew something was wrong today. I knew something was bothering me, something in the headlines, and it turns out it was being flat driving a Subaru.
He told me what he was able to flip his Miata for.
Yeah.
Miatas are worth a lot more out there than they are here.
Not really. We should start an export business. Japanese import Forester STI. Nah, I'm not going to judge you on that. That's pretty... Impreza Talls are pretty ridiculous, especially when it's an STI.
What do they have out there in the world of GC8s?
You got GC8s out there or what?
Oh, we're going to talk sorted. Are you caught up on sorted?
Did a new one come out within the last 3 days?
5, 6, and 7.
No, I'm ready to talk sorted.
Okay, good. I don't think Josh is watching.
No, he's not at all. Japanese import Forester STI is sick. I mean, that's like the mom wagon with the big for Subaru power plant. So I'm down with that. Also,
Oh my God!
What happened?
Look at these. Get Japan just posted these twin Recaros.
This is very tight. I try not to watch Get Japan anymore because,
dude,
I'll tell you what.
See on the bottom right. I mean, if he ever posts a pair of these,
yes,
I'm gonna have a hard time not buying.
Yahoo Japan auctions. I guarantee you buy one right now.
Really?
Yes.
I got to learn how to use that.
You shouldn't, but I can tell you.
Yeah, but I mean,
have Pete make a string for you.
A string.
I'm going to talk about Yahoo Japan auctions on this
good.
podcast.
I'm looking to learn something.
Pete, can you send
already sold out?
Can you send Corey a link to Yahoo Japan auctions for Recaro seats? Thank you.
Or these?
$33K dollar dues? That's crazy, dude. How ridiculous was that car? Pete just says to stay away.
It's like M Rain style.
Yeah, dude.
With
wheels,
the mesh headrest.
The wheels I got on Get Japan would have been $2,000.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Like you could start your own Get Japan.
I found, which I will not say where it's from, but I found a German equivalent that I've been able to. I sourced a lot of Polo parts off of. I'm waiting on them, but yeah, it's been bad news. Yeah,
Yahoo Japan auctions, like Pete set up like a string for me for mirror parts, and it's constantly like 17,000 different postings.
Yeah. Speed Shop John Speed Shop.
Seat shipping is brutal, apparently. Wait, Jun, Jun?
Yeah.
That's the real fucking deal.
Yeah, these Recaros.
They have Jun on them?
Yeah, embroidered into the headrest.
Fuck out of here! Oh my god.
What, $1,600?
It's not bad.
No. So this guy brings him into California.
Yeah, he brings
ships them
containers in.
Yeah, so like
You can at least shop the auctions and then, wow, you can estimate shipping. But Big Seat has an idea on what shipping costs on those things. I'd imagine they're very bulky, so that's probably not helpful. But Big Seat's buying fixed backs, so it's a little tougher.
I mean, you could probably have these taken apart into two pieces and fold them all flat. Because they're not fixed backs, so like the bottom and the back come apart.
Right, but you'd have to get someone to do that.
It'd be the most sensible way to ship it, no?
Yeah, but it would require effort on the other side as opposed to just throwing it in a box and charging you.
I know. I've been trying to buy fabric at the same price as seats, and no one wants to hear it. Like, listen, I'll pay what you want for the seats, but just ship me the fabric.
Nobody wants to do it?
And they're like, what do I do with the seats? I don't care.
Throw them in the dumpster.
Literally don't care. I'm going to pay you for them.
Yeah.
Just take the fabric off, put it in a box, and ship it to me.
Ship them to Connor's house and have Connor cut them up.
Yeah, just have them peel them all off.
Details by Doug with the spring countdown. 73 more days till spring. That means 73 more days of shredding, boy.
Yeah, I can make it.
Can't wait for that. Yeah, I hope spring arrives.
Punxsutawney Phil sees his shadow.
Yeah.
When is that? Sometime in late
Punky
February?
Brewster over there. Josh right now is just mending some wounds, and he'll be here. How's everybody's week going? Yeah. So this is the pre-show. We got what's over under that Josh stops the light from flashing different colors the whole time. It's going on to the chat room. It is way more violent in the room than what it looks like on the screen.
That's true.
But I'm into it.
Yeah, let's see. I'm going to bring it up on my phone. No, I don't want YouTube Premium.
Do we have a topic? We don't, right?
No, it's just...
I'm just winging it. The boys wing it. That's how some of our best work gets done.
You know, you can't really see it changing colors on camera.
I mean,
It kind of... Well, it looks like it switches between, like, white and green. Or I'm super colorblind.
you're colorblind. Yeah, you can definitely see it.
I mean, I see it changing colors, but it's not as vibrant.
And no, it's not as vibrant, for sure. For sure. I've been watching a ton of, like, cold weather survival videos. Don't know why.
I think it's smart. Maybe I'm making a judgment call here, but I think it'd be easier to survive in hot weather than it would be cold weather.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
If you get fire, it's way easier. Oh, here he is. Back from D.C.
So we've tested it. It's violent in room.
Yeah, but on the
Very
screen,
soft on screen.
looks perfect.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks perfect on screen. It looks, if you are watching the video stream, if you look at the shining light at the end of the table flipping color, that's about how violent this sign is. You being flat, I feel like I'm watching a carnival. I don't know if you've realized, but you are in fact watching a carnival.
Yeah.
Pretty accurate description.
Yeah.
Sideshow for sure.
Oh, I gotta talk about that, Pete. Thank you, sir. Uh-oh. I think I just deleted one of my callbacks. Okay. Edit. Okay. Oh, okay.
God, that looks insane on screen.
We're live.
Yes. Shouts to everybody out there. Stay golden.
You guys got a topic you want us to talk about, please let us know.
put that movie on the other day.
Yeah.
The Outsiders.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what a movie!
It's great.
Yo,
You
Chuck.
forget.
Stay golden, Pony Boy.
Yep.
Stay golden.
My big shouts to Carhartt in the previous episode. Yes, sir. I'll tell you what. I stand on my word. Those Carhartt padded bibs are crazy, man. Like, why insulate the garage when I can just insulate me?
Yourself.
Nah, it's fine.
How did you make it do that?
Remind me
What
of
do
the
you wanna
bibs
do?
I had.
Turn
Cool.
it like
Ooh,
that.
yeah. Catching on fire one of those can't be great.
The speed?
No, the I want to dim it. But I don't think you can for that mode.
Oh,
Well-
probably not.
We're not dimming, buddy.
'Cause you can slow it down.
We're hammering in 2021.
There we go. That's a little bit better.
Thoughts of how Audi's going to do against Tesla? Audi's gunning hard for them in 2021?
You mean Volkswagen?
They're gonna try.
I don't think they're going to do very well.
How's E-Tron doing?
e-tron GT's coming out.
Diesel Dave, how
And
long
this-
until the
this year,
yoga
but-
vlog? I think we did that today in the van.
That was out. Oh, yoga vlog.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking about topics on the stairs.
There was a topics under the stairs about the yoga.
About the yoga. Yeah, I'm not very yoga friendly.
Yeah, I mean, I heard it's great.
My body anyway.
Yeah, if you did yoga, it would be, buddy.
That's true. Got to start somewhere.
Well, nothing happened in the news today.
It's just
Holla, what's up,
if you
Killer?
if you haven't quite gathered, things are a bit out of sorts today.
In the States, a bit.
Here too.
What, here? We're good.
Yeah. Well, we're okay. Got to look for some stuff. Pop out that. Actually, no. You know what? I combine those again.
Yep. The old internet.
There we go.
If you guys are big conspiracy form nuts like I am, you'll know there's been years of nothing ever happening. And then today, it finally happened.
It's like when the aliens finally do come.
Yeah, it's going to be like today. Who does the best EV that doesn't scream out an electric vehicle?
Who does a what?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Who does the best EV that doesn't scream, I'm an electric vehicle from being Tesla?
Probably the Chevy Volt.
No, it
It looks like a normal vehicle.
Kind of. Oh, especially the second gen look really
Yeah.
normal. Well, normal for, I don't know. I think Teslas look decent, some of them.
Teslas look good,
But they look like an electric
But they
but
vehicle.
you
look
can tell
electric,
they're
yeah.
an EV. There's
Didn't the X5 EV, didn't they make it like an X5 EV?
There's
or was
one
it just a hybrid?
there's one I'm thinking of that's like you can't even tell, but I can't think of what it is.
How about the Lexus Prius, the 200H?
not the e-golf?
But that's a hybrid. There are a bunch of hybrids that look fine.
Yeah,
There are a
some
bunch of
those-
hybrids that don't even
Those
look.
are a bit toned down because that's one of my biggest complaints with a lot of the new the old gen manufacturers adapting to the EV stuff. They feel like they have to make it fucking just
Yes, super
look
silly.
like
Futuristic
right.
looking.
It's
Yeah.
just like
Like that old
just make a
Honda
fucking normal
Insight.
looking
Remember
car.
that thing?
Oh my god,
Jeez, what do you guys do?
it's a ladybug.
John Orr, let's do a revival yoga class. I've been doing it for 15 years. Nothing could go wrong. Is yoga that good, buddy? I don't know. Fisker Karma? Yeah, I think that's electric
This sign's gonna give me
looking.
a problem. I can't
No?
look away. I can't do it. We gotta pick a color.
I know. That was my attempt at picking one. You know, I'm feeling green. Hit me with a green. There you go.
There we go. Green. Fisker Karma. That is
I think
not a
that's-
very.
I think that's a great looking car.
It's a great looking car, but
but
it's
it
not.
was very electric.
Yeah.
It was a great looking electric car.
Yeah, and then if you put water on them, they catch on fire. There's a Fisker SUV coming out that he keeps promoting, but I don't think it's actually out yet.
No. He was doing that with somebody else, right?
I can't remember. We will get started in a moment. Is it the ocean? It is.
The motion of the ocean?
That's what they're calling it. The Fisker Ocean.
Interesting.
Clean Ocean Fisker. You can reserve yours today,
Oh my God. You can reserve all sorts of bullshit.
arriving in 2022.
That's a little while.
Won't tell you what the price is to reserve it yet, but the price of the vehicle is $37,499 base price.
You know, the way things inflate and prices go up, like 30.
Oh,
that could be $41,000 in 2 years.
Looks like you can reserve your copy for $250. So if enough people do it, they might actually build one. I mean, it does look pretty good. You want to get this show?
Hold on, I just got a. Oh my God. A Buick Roadmaster chop top for sale in Western Mass. Too bad this is live. This probably just got sold.
Now it's
boys. The level of fucking this thing does.
Oh wow!
Cannot be contained.
Wow.
It's old man tan.
I'm partial to the wagons. The station wagon Buick like Roadmaster thing.
Yeah, I had one of those when I was a kid. My grandpa had one. It was hilarious. We called it the Chariot, the Jim Leahy special. Oh God.
Let's see.
Let's see what else we got going on here. Chuck, you see Tesla's on. Yes, I saw the. I didn't actually watch the episode, but I saw that Tesla was on tracks. And it looks awesome. I was just thinking how rough it is to drive around with tracks on like my Polaris, which has 10 inches of suspension travel. I can't even imagine how rough it is on a car without that. But I don't know if I would imagine Mr. Sparks there spent all the money on the tracks, so he probably got the level better than mine. But he also doesn't he have him on his freaking? He has him on his freaking Raptor as well.
A lot of tracks.
A lot of tracks.
Where's
big
my
track
notes?
guy.
All right, let me put.
Ooh, got big track news today actually. I didn't have any callbacks. If you sent me a callback on the Instagram, know that I totally disregarded it. Daihatsu Roadster? What? No. God, Daihatsu's my new company.
I saw Daihatsu did some like hot stuff for the Tokyo Auto Salon.
Online?
Like a chop top K van.
Oh, that's got to be what Pete's talking about.
No, it was super cool.
Maybe we can buy one on Yahoo Auctions. There's no maybes involved. All right, let's fucking party.
We sorted. I think we're good. Right?
Yeah, I don't care. We'll
give it a go.
We'll make it happen.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Chuck Hu and Corey.si.
Hello.
We understand there's some happenings, if you will, in the U.S. of A. And we're not going to get into any of that. We're just here to entertain.
Exactly.
And hang out. Maybe break away
I'm not going to touch that.
Break away from reality for a couple hours. Talk some bullshit. Enjoy being. On this week's episode, we don't have topic. We figured we'll wing it. We have some news unrelated to the other stuff. We have some callbacks. We have some YouTubes, all that good stuff. But before we get rolling, this episode is brought to you by...
Boys, do you want to have the cleanest sack at the protest in D.C.? You know what can help you with that? Manscaped. Manscaped. The #1 man grooming machine. Manscaped.
Not sure that's the demographic for that. just putting it out there.
Told you I was going to wing it, buddy. Aren't we talking about a man? Did a Manscaped just put out this ridiculous perfume for men? Or a cologne?
They did. And it's... Oh, it was on the end there.
You gave it away.
I did.
It's been given away. We gave it away in our big listener giveaway.
Josh gave me one.
Yeah.
Actually gave all of us one. And I brought it home. And I was like, you know what? I really like this. So I've been wearing it daily.
Have you been wearing it daily?
I'm wearing it daily.
I've noticed it on you.
A spritz. And I walk through it. It's a little mist.
On the tip?
It's nice. No, never on the tip. It specifically says, do not put on the tip.
Okay. Not on the tip.
I really like it.
Yeah.
I've never been a cologne guy. I'm a big fan of the scent.
very tough guy stuff. Very tough guy feel to it.
It's a refined cologne.
Boy,
And that's
you-
actually the name of it.
It makes me
refined.
feel more muscular than I really am.
Boys, you want to smell the best?
Yeah.
At the protest in D.C.?
God. It is a clean and fresh scent designed for the refined gentleman. Opening with a light citrus burst, it dances around with a gentle touch of sambac jasmine before settling into the anchoring notes, I can't even read that word, of vetiver and light woods. Refined is the essence of Manscaped. Bottled.
Speaking of flinging it around, you want to go helicopter, not have the hair blocking it? Manscaped.
Right.
Perfect Package 3.0.
It just...
You ever nip the tip?
It trims.
Now with Manscaped, you don't.
It trims. It gets you all ready. You can get refined. You can refine everything.
Yeah.
In your nether regions. If you're interested in refining yourself, visit manscaped.com.
Right.
Use code REVIVAL. That's REVIVAL at checkout for 20% off and free shipping.
And whatever promo they're doing on their website.
You can stack them up, it seems. So, that, again, manscaped.com or revival, REVIVAL at checkout.
That's not how you spell it.
Yeah. You screw me up. We're all screwed up today. Bit going on. There's a bit going on. This episode is also brought to you by us, Revival Motoring. When you listen, in a couple days, we'll have some new key rings. I still haven't put those up there. There may be a few calendars on revivalmotoring.com available. So if you haven't grabbed one yet, here's your chance. There's only a few left, so do that. Then, as always, there's some stickers and some air fresheners and things like that. So we have a few ideas coming up for new air fresheners, shirts. Probably going to release a hoodie this month, I think.
All right.
And then we will go from there. And then we are hard at work. We're cranking and yanking, if you will, on issue number 7, which is going to be a JDM issue. So if you are interested in anything JDM, look forward to this issue because it's going to be a good one. Got some players involved, if you will.
Some players?
Some players. With
the player haters ball.
So I think we can cue the pre-boys before the boys.
You going to cue those guys?
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
Boy, singular.
Cue the boy.
Cue the boy. I have a quick callback from, where is he? Unlocked my phone, from Gavin Dowse.
Gavin Dowse.
Hit us up with a last-minute callback a few minutes ago.
Thanks, buddy. We really need some content.
Breaking news.
Really hurting for content today.
Breaking
Josh
news.
can't talk about the riots. Protests.
Upstate. He just writes, upstate being called Beefalo is offensive. But Stewart's reign supreme because they sell their own merch.
So is it Rochester or Troylet? What's the capital of upstate?
Rochester?
Rochester or Troylet?
Rochester, Beefalo, Troylet.
I'm trying to get some Stewarts. I talked to Mr. Hammer. He says, and get me some on the way to the hill.
Did we figure out what the closest one is?
When we're allowed. Yeah, it's in Bennington, Vermont. Way west. Wester than the highway.
Okay.
Like pretty much
like
New York border.
Yeah, okay.
And I could be totally wrong about that town, but I'm not wrong about the location. Not fucking close.
All right.
It's
enough.
40 minutes from the hill west.
All right.
Yeah, so that's...
Which definitely puts you 40 minutes further away from home.
Yeah, Jack says he passes like 5 of them on the way to the hill, so he's going to have to FaceTime me even though I don't have an iPhone. Maybe we could do the WhatsApp.
The WhatsApp's
Skype.
always good.
Yeah, Skype, WhatsApp. You can get in there.
Yeah, WhatsApp.
Whatever Zuckerberg wants me to use at that time, you know?
Yeah.
I got a call back. Big happy birthday to my buddy Paul, a.k.a. the guy that runs his high beams in L.A.
Oh, Paul's birthday. That's awesome. Shouts to Paul.
Shouts to Paul.
Did you get him a couple light bulbs?
Yeah, sent him a couple bulbs. He says he fixed that immediately for anybody out there that's offended by the idea of him doing that.
After being shamed?
I think
he did it before he started shaming him, but you know what? Maybe he hasn't.
That was about 2 years ago. So we just, keep driving that.
Just knocked it out. Keep driving that steak in. But giant happy birthday. I know he doesn't listen to us at all or live
So
anymore.
jealous.
So he did. He did.
At one point in time, right?
So yeah. Hope you're doing good there, buddy. Heard LA's really rocking right
he's
now.
in LA?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Is he still rocking that Impala?
No.
Or it was a Malibu?
He had a Malibro. I don't know what he has right now.
Malibro.
It was a pretty aggressive Malibu.
Once I rented a Corvette in Southern California, and I was 23 years old.
Oh, wow.
So I went to...
That was an expensive rental.
Yeah. I'm not going to get into how I made that happen.
Yeah.
So I got there, and I know you can't rent... This is a great side story because we don't have any content. You can't rent cars like that under 25 years old.
I was going to say, most of the time.
So we were on the Hertz bus. This is back in the day. There was a company called Hertz that rented cars. And on the bus,
hypothetically, if anybody's listening to this, in 10 years ago, there was a company called Hertz.
Yeah.
Before
it turned into Mad Max.
Crisis, right? Before gasoline crisis. Before, right? Yeah. Waterworld.
So, anyways, and on the bus, if you were like a platinum or whatever I was with this company, so many long times ago, they would announce what your car was, right? And they'd be like, Gina, your Malibu is in spot 34A. Bill, your piece of shit SUV is in spot C33. And they're like, Mr. Chuck, your Corvette is in spot A1 right out the window. Everybody have a look. And I was like, shit, baby. Get out of the thing. I'm going to go get the keys, throw the suitcases in this thing. We got to get out of here before anybody realizes I'm not 25. So I hop in this Vet, obviously put the top down. It's a convertible Vet because I'm a man. And, it fires up like ultra loud.
Yep.
And everybody's like, yeah, get him, Chuck, yeah. And I'm like, all right, here we go.
So you got a whole bus screaming?
And I'm like literally like this place. I go to Ojai, California, for you Californians or people that know California.
Ojai.
Chuck Testa, he was from Ojai, the guy who stuffs animals. No, he was an internet meme. Anyways, shouts to anybody who got that.
I don't know.
So I'm going up to Ojai, up above the boo. I get to the checkout, and the jig is up. They realize I'm not 25. I try to argue with them, wouldn't have it. So I get sent back to the rental. And instead of my Corvette, I get a Malibu. So I took a boo to the boo.
You were still a bow tie boy, though.
Still a bow tie boy. I wanted to keep it in the
I
family.
was going to say, at the very least, did it Malibu have V8s at all?
Oh no, not recently.
Okay.
So I had a boo in the boo, and it was hilarious because the Canyon roads is how I first learned them in the boo.
I'm thinking there was a bit of body roll in that thing.
Bit of body roll. Not a lot of horsepower. Yeah, terrible car. I haven't driven a new one, but I'm sure it's just as bad.
For as little of power, the brakes were even less.
Yeah, amazing how quickly you could fade brakes on a car with no abilities. So yeah, boo in the boo. Little call back there. Also,
I got one.
Go ahead.
Shouts to Timbo, who was on Topics Under the Stairs.
Big shouts.
So a long time ago, Timbo and crew, I guess, put out this shirt. It was a Day of the Dead shirt. That was an Ill Static shirt. It was awesome. I didn't have a way to buy one back then because I didn't really know these guys, and it was kind of pre-Instagram, and it was kind of like the Vortex days, if I remember correctly. Maybe I'm dating it too much, but he found a box in his house with a bunch of, like, let's call it new old stock.
Sounds like what I'm going to do with finger tight shirts in like 2 years.
So I was able to pick up 2 schmediums for me, and he sent a hat and then some smut in the package as well. So,
that was a thing, part of the Ill Static thing. Yeah.
So I was super amped on that. Awesome shirt.
The shirts or the smut?
Oh, everything. Yeah. The smut was from 95, I believe. So
solid year, G20 year.
Yeah. Solid year.
So
yeah, shouts to Timbo because the shirts were awesome. The smut was even better. And now I get to own a little piece of something I thought was super cool. Both smut and t-shirt.
Yeah.
Excellent. Big shouts to Timbo keeping the smut alive.
Yeah.
Not easy to do these days.
Aged smut too.
Nice.
Cleanly removed from the magazine as well.
Oh, wow.
This man's a professional.
Yeah, he's keeping the rest. He pulled that staple out nice and slow.
Yeah, this man's a professional.
Pull-out game strong.
Yeah. And I know some other listeners ordered some t-shirts from him as well, and everyone got smut. So
that's excellent. That's something that holds to the gimmick.
Yeah.
Any other callbacks?
My wife drove the mirror. I basically forced her to do it.
Yep.
She had to go get her hair cut, and I was trying to put a Thule rack on her car. Big shouts to Upstate Mike. Shout to Thule. Got something brewing. Not quite done yet. And she loved the damn thing. She said that was a lot of fun to drive.
That's awesome.
She came in the house. I was like, how was it? She's like, oh, it's good. Did you put a turbo in it? I'm like, I'm glad my reputation holds strong. It came with a turbo. She's like, how about the boost gauge? I was like, well, it came with the boost gauge, but that one sucked, so I had to put that one in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she liked it.
Yep.
But cost the boost gauge over cost the turbo.
It's probably similar for that size turbo. The boost gauge was like $40.
Yeah.
But it was unbelievable.
I see it.
It was unbelievable.
I see it.
Big shout out to the boys of summer.
Yeah, huge.
Nope.
Oh, where is it?
Oh, boy.
There it is.
I mean,
It's coming. Hold
Big
on.
shout to Dog Pizza down there representing
Revival Motoring. Live
The boys
with
of summer.
The
We want-
boys of summer.
We want no part of that.
Yeah.
we want to be out of there.
but yeah, she drove it, immediately accused me of modifying it, got the
That's
wrong
fact.
modification.
That you sent a text saying that she was like, she asked you, and I just thought it was the funniest thing. I'm like, she's just so she just knows her husband.
Yeah, she knows. She heard the turbo noises and
Yeah.
saw the boost gauge and was like, well, he obviously, like an idiot, put a turbo in this car.
But didn't ask about the screen or was she not playing
Oh,
music?
She wasn't playing music.
Okay.
She knows Kyle's been involved in that vehicle.
All right.
If
So
she had plays music, there would have been a lot more questions.
the blatantly obvious thing like protruding out in front.
No, I mean, the thing's had a screen in it like pretty much since the day I brought it home.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that.
Good news is had a turbo in it since the day it came home as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you didn't do that. And we are vouching for Mr. Who. He did not do that.
And Pete's saying we need a his and hers mirror. Working on it. I want to get her that wagon you just bought when you're done with it.
KUV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pete just got a sweet vehicle. So very excited. Check out Ransom Garage on Instagram. He's the one that makes all these bad things happen. Speaking of which,
Leader of the bad decision. He's the bad decision.
bad decision daddy. He's like the bad decision prophet. He's just handing out bad
the
decisions.
prophet, right. That's yeah.
He's he's the bad decision distribution center.
yeah, 100%. The Bezos of bad decisions.
Right.
yeah.
Exactly. He's gonna
The Oprah.
stranglehold on the market.
The Oprah of bad
Yeah,
decisions.
yeah. Number one leader.
Speaking of which, Yahoo Auctions Japan. I was looking for wheels for the Mira. He told me about Yahoo Auctions Japan, and I was like, "Yeah, I can't use that. That's crazy." And then he was like, "Okay, I'll just send you a string of searches for things you want." And he sent me a string of searches like all parts Mira, all wheels Mira, all parts no wheels Mira, suspension Mira, K-truck accessories, and I was just like, you click on them, they all come up.
I would just love to take a look at Pete's bookmarks.
You bring up Mira parts, there's like constantly 17,000 items on there.
Oh my god.
And I figured out how to narrow it down. It's unbelievable. You're trying to buy. I bought a cap because it's missing the cap for the washer fluid.
It was on there?
Oh, they're all over there, so they must break all the time. I probably bought the wrong gen, but whatever.
Yeah.
It cost me $6,
Yeah.
the cap, which I can't get here, and then it cost me $30 to ship it.
Oh.
It'll be here in 3 days.
Okay.
So this is DHL. It's incredible to me that I, for years, have been trying to get parts from Japan at any rate of speed,
Yeah.
preferably overnight, and I finally found it.
I mean, DHL got my coilovers to me next day from UK, which was pretty impressive.
Yeah, DHL's hitting. Right now, if you order Japan Post,
Yeah.
there's just no telling if it's ever going to show up. They can't ship anything to the States right now.
No time frame.
I know that I'm missing like a part of some cladding on my door, and Pete has a Japan Post. I think it's been in Japan Post since the Rona came out. So since a long time ago.
Yeah.
So anyways, Yahoo Auctions Japan is crazy.
Josh has got something pulled up over there.
I'm just trying to find out, out of sheer curiosity. I'm looking at the Daihatsu Mira and the different series. There's L200, for instance, which is the 1990 to 1994. I was just trying to look up how many of these things were actually
Josh, what is that thing?
built. That thing?
That's the
Yeah.
tall as the mirror truck, the tall
Yes,
boy with
yes,
the
that's
bus doors.
Daihatsu Mira walk-through van.
Yeah, you need the
The
walk-through van.
walk-through.
Walk-through van.
I think mine's a 200 or 500. I don't know. Pete sent it to me. Send me that shit in the email as well.
So it actually depends because there's an L201 sold outside of Japan, but I believe yours is Japan-based. But no, I was just quickly looking if we had an intern with quick fingers, we could have somebody look this up. I just want to see the numbers of production numbers. That's all I want to see.
Apparently, I can also buy from Amazon Japan, as Pete just alerted me of. Also, when you're
Amazon
on
Japan.
Yahoo Japan auctions, there's a website that comes up and it's like, "Are you a foreigner, idiot? Press here to buy this item." And it's a website called Buy-E, and basically they'll bid for you.
Yeah.
They'll bring it to their warehouse, depending on what plan you pick, which range from $0 to $30. If you pay for the $30 plan, they'll take pictures of it and insure it to ship it. And then you have, once it gets from the auction to their warehouse, you have 30 days with them to arrange shipping. I don't know if you can stack packages and send everything in the same package. I'm trying to figure that out. But it makes it supremely easy to, it makes it very
Too easy.
too easy. It makes it easy in a bad way to buy stuff from
Yeah.
there. So, thanks,
Um,
Pete.
Yeah. The K car stuff never ends. The fun never ends.
No,
the
it really
K cars
doesn't.
are just unbelievable.
The gift that keeps on giving.
I told Pete I need a Honda City Turbo 2.
That's super cool. Have you seen what those are fetching for money?
More than I can afford, pal.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I could buy one. Well, first off, they're not Ks because they're like 1.3 liter turbos.
What
Super cool.
that one that you sent the other day? What was it? 20? How much was that? I
That
can't
was
remember.
9,000, but it was 6 years ago.
Okay. Yeah. oh,
So
Jesus,
it's
yeah.
not a K because it has a 1.2 or 1.3 liter turbocharged motor,
Mhm.
but it weighs 1,600 pounds.
So it's the size of a K.
It's the size of a K, it just doesn't have a K motor. And
The big block.
my K, which is fun to drive, makes 63 horsepower and 73 torque. This thing makes 110 horsepower and more torque. It must be insane. It must be hilarious. Those are the ones, I don't know if the Turbo 2s came with them, but they came with Moto Compos in the back, those little motorcycles, the fold-up ones that Honda made.
Oh, right.
And then they're color matched to the car.
They're
Yeah.
color matched to the car, but if the car has one with it,
Yeah.
if it's just a city, as I said, I don't think the turbos came with it. Those things sell for $10,000 themselves, so
Holy shit.
it's worth more than the car.
Yeah.
So really cool stuff, but those are super cool. I told Pete if he sees one, gonna let me know. But they're really expensive. However, I don't know. Maybe I pay the money.
It's
They're
a cool thing.
They're
to
like
have.
that. They're late '80s.
Yeah, it's a really cool,
This
quirky thing
Honda-
to have. I'm into it. I'm into those a lot. And the whole package, to get one with the car and the bike combined.
Oh, I'll be sick.
It's super cool.
Dog Pizza mentioned he didn't know it was that hard to snag K parts. It's interesting for trucks and vans. There are a lot of sites in the States and Canada that you can get them from. For the cars, I just don't know if not enough have come over here yet. I'm sure someone's going to start a website where you can buy the parts off because when I first got the truck, it was a little hard.
Yeah.
And now there's a bunch of like USA Mini trucks and stuff to buy them off. So I'm sure somebody will start bringing in the car parts. But there are a lot of cars compared to truck. I guess not really. But yeah, there's just not a lot of car stuff. But Yahoo Auctions Japan has absolutely everything.
I mean,
If you totally disregard the price of shipping too, it's a deal.
so just for reference on the Honda City Turbo 2 with Moto Compo scooter,
Yeah.
as the most recent one I see auction wise, 16 grand. But then there was one previous to that sold for 25,
For $16,000, I'd buy it right now.
and that was in
16 grand. So
October.
that was a Turbo 2
What color was it?
Uh,
Can you get pictures of this thing?
yeah,
silver.
And it came with the matching scooter for 16.
yellow scooter.
Oh my god.
Oh
it's so good.
Jesus!
Yeah, yellow scooter. And then the one, there's another one. Let me go back a minute.
Also,
here.
look up Honda City Turbo if you're listening, because they're just cool looking. You know what
Oh, they're
started
awesome
that?
looking.
English Ben for Christmas got me a Matchbox of one.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, how don't I have this? They're
Yeah.
called
Yeah.
Bulldogs because they're super boxy flares.
they look it. Yeah.
Honda's little e-vehicle they want to put out or plan on put out looks
Very similar.
just like it.
Mhm, mhm.
Retro, right?
Yeah.
That retro.
I'm totally
restyle.
in on that thing if that thing comes out.
Yeah,
Yeah. Any other callbacks?
I do.
Here we
I
go.
had an interesting exchange on Monday. I've been refraining from telling you guys so I could kind of tell you here. So I was driving home from work, and it was not totally dark, but it was a little past dusk. And I'm going by this area that people seem to park and exchange
bodily fluids.
pleasantries that I normally drive by.
A handshaking station.
Yeah, handshaking. I'm on my way home from work, and there's a bridge you drive under.
Oh
and
no!
And as I'm going on the bridge, there's a vehicle coming at me, kind of like in my lane with a full LED bar, full width of the vehicle,
Yeah.
LEDs in the grill, LEDs everywhere, like blinding. Because if you get like something shined in your eyes,
Yeah.
like you can't
It's
see
hot
anything else.
spots. Like looking into
Yeah.
the weld.
So I'm like, fuck this asshole, fuck this fucking person. And so I'm like fucking flashing them and everything, like beeping at them. Then the police lights turn on. It was a cop.
Oh my god, that's fucking amazing.
He proceeds to pull up in front of me,
Oh yeah.
not the side of me, in front of me, gets out of his car,
Oh.
asked me what the issue is. And I was like, what do you mean, what's the issue? Like, I can't see. And he was like, well, we've had a lot of suspicious activity going on here. I'm just kind of down here doing a sweep. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but what about the people trying to drive?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Also, I can't see the boys in the woods,
Yeah.
which I'm down here for.
it was totally fine. He wasn't mad. I think he was like, kind of like oh, is something happening because this dude's flashing me? I was like,
Right,
no,
right,
I can't.
right.
I couldn't see who you were.
Yeah.
It was just a wall of LEDs.
I'm sorry. I thought you were a Jeep. Please
Yeah,
continue
so
onward.
that was
He was
the-
totally fine, but it was just like, I was like, fucking guy.
I'm gonna fucking kill this guy.
Because that run-in I had with the Jeep the other day with the turn signal
Yeah,
LED
right,
bar.
right.
Oh my
When the
God.
police lights turned on, I was like, oh, I've done it.
Oh yeah, I've had those moments before.
Oh, I've done it.
Oh man. Oh
Yeah.
man.
But he was like, yeah, we've had like a lot of weird stuff going on down here, so we kind of just make sweeps and
Don't I
everything,
know it.
see what's going on. And I'm like, yeah, it's cool, man. I just like I couldn't see, and like someone's driving in my lane at me with all these lights on. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really know what's going on
Trying
here.
to right. You were yeah, exactly. Trying to rebuttal.
Pete says he smelled your spritz, thought you were shopping in the woods.
Yeah,
Refine,
Probably.
right. He smelled the Manscaped Refine. Use code Revival.
but
There's a
yeah,
cop like, wow, you smell refined right now.
yeah, you smell great. You down here to meet someone?
Me too.
Yeah. So I've since actually changed my route home from work due to some, not due to that, due to some construction. So
Okay.
Yeah.
we'll see what suspicious
Is that
activity.
route around here?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
that's fair.
we'll take the van down
I
there.
was gonna
after
say
this.
that.
Yeah.
So
You should have made a citizen's arrest. Citizen's arrest.
Does that actually work?
Yeah, it definitely does. You
Okay.
should do it.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot.
Yeah. But the fact that he didn't even like pull up alongside of me to roll down his window, he pulled in front of
Yeah,
me.
that's fucking awesome.
Nose to nose.
Because maybe he thought someone was hiding behind you with like a gun to your head.
Right.
Nose to nose, police lights on and LEDs on.
Oh,
so I
that's
just
fucking
couldn't
amazing.
see anything.
Right.
That's
at
amazing.
that point.
It was like looking into the white light, like when you pass.
So there it is. Here I go.
It's just the stun. It's like a stun. That's a defensive mechanism.
I was more nervous about that than when the police lights went on when I got pulled over on the rally.
Right. Right.
Because at least
you
I
knew.
understood what I
You
did
knew
then.
what- right.
Oh no, I'm gonna get my ass kicked for flashing a cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All things considered, you knew what was going on.
Yeah.
This, yeah, a bit of a
I
different
was like,
time.
oh my God, I can't wait to tell these guys.
Oh, that's
Oh,
fucking
man.
amazing, man. That's you should fuck around with the police some more.
Yeah.
I had a bit of a run-in myself this morning as well.
Also in the woods.
Not with the authorities.
Yes.
This was a fucking odd one. I think it was all on the up and up, but well, let me walk you through it.
Was it in the town you live in?
Yep.
Was not on the up and up.
So you'll understand my
Hesitation?
my
Satisfaction?
my thorough thought about each step I took.
Let's go.
So I'm on the highway
Yep.
on Route 140.
Mhm.
It's 140. Yeah, it's still considered 140. It is a highway in New Bedford, Massachusetts, and
Beautiful.
I'm between exits.
Historic. Whaling City. The whaling
So-
capital.
So I'm on the highway, speed limit is 65, going with the flow of traffic.
90.
This portion of highway is a sweeping right hand that goes up a crest,
I can picture it.
and then it comes down on the other side. And
Mhm.
down on the other side is, an exit. It goes to the left, whatever. It's a busy
What's
section
off
of
the
highway.
exit?
A
Gas
road.
stations?
Road. There's gas stations in a road. Main
Any
road.
good ones?
Yeah, there was a deli. Rosie's Deli.
All right.
Shouts
All
to
right, way to get
Rosie's.
out there. Big shouts to
Um,
Rosie's.
So suddenly, all the brake lights in front of me are on, and abrupt maneuvering is happening.
Oh boy.
Evasive.
Evasive, abrupt maneuvering at
Yeah.
speed.
Oh boy.
Thankfully,
Smells you spritz.
more than enough room away to safely slow down and
You were looking up track?
veer to the right. I'm like, something's happening right here.
Yeah.
So as the fucking melee is ensuing, the Donnybrook, if you will,
Yeah.
of vehicles doing God knows what, there's a man running towards my vehicle. And I'm like, what in the fuck is happening?
It's when
right
you
now?
punch it, son.
And I'm like, well, my door's locked. I'm good. And in a quick decision, I'm like, all right, I don't see any weapons.
I'm putting my Glock on the
We're
dash.
gonna at the very least, I'm gonna put my hand in my pocket as if I have something there to pull out. So I'm
Like, son.
gonna prepare. So I just maybe a half-inch crack my window. I'm like,
Sup?
yo, what's up? And the guy is just frantic. And he's like, I locked myself out of my car. Can I use your phone to call my wife?
On a highway?
On a highway. So this is my thinking. In a span of about 15, I don't even, milliseconds,
Was he in the middle of the highway?
he was in the high speed lane, dead stop, on the worst part of the highway because there's no shoulder to pull off to the right. I mean, to the left.
Where did you stop? On the high speed lane?
No, I was in the right. I was in the far to the right.
His car was in this?
His car and multiple other cars were now stopped in the middle of the highway.
With his keys locked in it?
So my question is, how the fuck do you get there? And this is why I was hesitant to like.
Did you flip him off and hammer
do
it?
anything? I didn't. In hindsight, I probably should have.
You gave him your phone, right?
I made a mistake, and I was probably lucky of this outcome. But I genuinely thought, like, all right, this guy is not in a good spot. This is fucking stupid. So I'm either going to call the cops to like have him come and
to escalate.
Hey,
the
there's
situation.
some crazy guy in the fucking middle of the road.
Yeah.
Or like, all right, give me.
I'm just going to run the guy over.
Another few seconds, see what this guy says.
Yep.
So, he's just like, I'm so sorry. I need to use your phone. And I'm like, well, first of all, I'm going to pull over and get out of the fucking road because this is a main highway and there's people zooming by. So now I'm literally on the
How
shoulder
about all the
to
other people pulled over? He didn't ask them?
There's a couple people who pulled away, and then there was multiple people behind me.
Okay.
Because at that time, the traffic's beginning to pile
You should have been
up.
like, hey, buddy, my wife's behind me. Ask her. She's got the phone. That's what I would have told him.
So I pulled off to the right.
Yeah.
And I pulled far enough to the right where he couldn't get
Average.
on the other side of the car because
Yeah.
he tried, which was odd. So my
boy.
door was locked, and then I just move the window down. I'm just like, what's the number? And I call the number, and a woman answered, and he was just yelling. He said her name. He's like, you need to come get me. I need the extra spare key. So it was legit, but how you get yourself in that position.
What kind of car was it?
Hyundai, like Elantra or Accent or something like that.
Did it
So you got his girl's number?
ejectocito him and lock the doors?
So
I
that's
don't,
my thing.
like-
Is my only thought is that all right?
Did
The
he
thing
get out
fucked
in
up.
the left lane
Yeah, he got out and he was
and locked the doors?
in the high speed. My only thinking is that he fucked up because he didn't have his phone.
Oh,
which
no.
I'm
He
assuming
definitely
his
fucked
phone-
up. That's pretty fair.
Yeah, oh yeah,
assumption.
multiple levels. So my assumption is the car died and he didn't think to pull over to the right, or he couldn't get there because again, this portion of highway is severely busy, especially
Old Elantra?
especially this time. Not super old.
Yeah, I would have called his bluff.
Wasn't brand new. It definitely wasn't brand new,
Okay.
and the hazards weren't on. So
You sell him a calendar?
no, no.
Hey, buddy, while you're
I
here.
didn't have anything to sell.
It sounded like you needed a calendar.
Yeah,
So-
this guy needs a calendar.
I just, like, how do you get there? Like, I kind of understand it, but it's a stretch. It's
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
we often say human error. The Swiss cheese really has to line up for a series of things for a bad event to happen, and this is a bad event. And matter of fact, it dodged the last one, which would have been horrific, and that would be that car being fucking rear-ended. And he used it. He called, and that was that. He just said thank you, and I'm like, good luck, man. And this was maybe 30 seconds to a minute worth of time out of my day, but what a fucked up scenario.
That is fucked
Like
up.
I just, and part of me was still like, was he trying to pull something? I don't know. There's no fucking way. Like the balls you'd have to have to, here's my plan. I'm going to stop on a highway. And like, I just don't think so. I think it was just, wow, you really fucked up, man. And that was it.
You're a better man than me. I would have given Son zero of my time. I would have like, you ever seen a cloud of smoke before? Yeah.
I was so close. I was close.
Highway launch.
But I'm just like, all right, this can't. I was trying to play it out in my mind because I honestly, the doors were locked, just cracked the windows, and I was watching his hands just to make sure. Because if I seen anything abruptly, I was putting that motherfucker somewhere in the middle of the road if I had to. But I'm still dumbfounded by it. Like, how do you?
Do you pick up hitchhikers too?
How do you no, see, this is what I was thinking. The only time I try to pick up dudes is when I stomp my foot in a fucking urinal.
Exactly.
But beyond then, no, I don't know. It was so fucking weird. You just have to fuck up on many levels to be that stuck.
The guy.
No. Oh no, I was
Rules of the road.
No, I was. He wasn't coming in my car. Neither was I. But yeah, it was just. I
That's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fucking fantastic.
I'm just kind of like, well, that did happen. And shortly, within an hour or so, I drove by that section again. Or
Still
not an
there?
hour, a few hours.
Running from car to car asking for cell phones.
And I looked and I'm like, well, I don't see any fucking shrapnel on the road, so I'm guessing he got out of there.
Shorty made it.
But yeah, just the literal worst case scenario on a highway.
Jeez, yeah, I had a pretty normal day on the highway today.
You gotta. I'm
Take the
thinking
good with the bad.
I'm thinking alternator, something like, fuck, I got no power thing, just shit the bed. Okay, fine. But instead of trying to pull over to the right, which maybe he couldn't, okay, but then he proceeds to get out and just walk himself
Flag
out
cars
of the car.
down?
I don't know. It's a stretch to me for that to happen. But
No,
I don't know.
it's just such a.
Yeah, no, something. I mean, I don't think he was trying to steal your phone, but I don't think anything good happened to get him where he was.
Yeah, there's so many things that have to take place to get him to that. There's.
Your ass better call somebody.
Yeah.
Just drive
Right.
away.
Right.
Yeah, it's just such a sketchy situation.
Yeah. No, yeah. And it was like one of those things where I'm about to pull off and he just caught me at the, you know how.
Did you have the GoPro with you?
No, I didn't. That's
Come
why I
on.
should keep that. I got to be handy with the steel. Got to keep that in my pocket. Yeah, it's like one of those scenarios where, you avoid eye contact when you don't want to talk to somebody, yet they still somehow fucking.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I got no money.
Yeah, it just, it was odd. This is why I need a crossbow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
It's quick. It's quick and easy.
I have one
I
last
think it's that
callback.
quick.
Big shout out to Matt Hagen on Instagram.
Matt Hagen.
He's a listener, fan.
Big shout.
He's building just in totally obnoxiously wild Mark II that I've actually been following the build for a long time now. We were talking some RM center caps because he's got some smoothies
Ooh.
that actually come off, I believe, an RC, but they fit an RM.
Shout to Manscaped.
Yeah, right, smoothies. And I was having a hard time finding some, and he found me a set, so get that little bit set up. So shouts to him.
Shouts to him.
Big help, big help.
Unbelievable. Hey guys, we're having the championship moves. Oh, I haven't updated my championship moves Instagram account in a long
I was
time.
gonna see. Yeah, I need one.
Dude, yeah,
That
let's
would've
get
been
some.
perfect.
Let's get that going. Yeah, I'll get back on that. Sorry, buddy. I get deep thoughts / story time with Chuck.
Okay. Yeah, I got a deep thought too.
Okay, you do deep thought, then I'll get story.
My deep thought is just, and this isn't by any means because they gave us a press car. I'm just really liking a lot of stuff Toyota puts out now.
Same.
I just find myself like, man, they're kind of covering all the bases.
Yeah, they're in their stride right now.
Yeah, they're in a good. Yet they're down. They're going to be down 80%.
Yeah.
Understandably so, given the scenario.
Is that just like last year?
That's they're expecting. So my understanding
not
is
to
that
break into too much news, but
no. My understanding is that March of 2021 is when their fiscal year is going to end.
okay.
And I believe they are looking at the numbers, and it seems like they're going to be down 80%.
Wow.
Yeah,
I wonder
so
if they
pretty-
will still have the #1 selling car in. Well, because like the Toyota Camry is the #1 selling every single year.
So I didn't fully I just took bits and pieces from the article, but one of the most fascinating things was the fact that this is a car manufacturer that still in America sells a full-size truck, and to be still down this much
yeah.
is pretty considerable considering.
Is that the Tundra?
Yes.
Why do they think they had an off year?
I don't know. Just a couple things that
Just
happened.
rough year for Toyota.
Yeah, just a few things might have happened.
They shipped a lot of stuff Japan Post.
Yeah, exactly. It's lost in the mail. But that's my not even deep thought. I guess developing opinion is just I find myself looking at a lot of stuff Toyota, especially on the road, obviously, and I'm like, man, I really like that, or I would totally dig that, or just I'm surprised by it. I don't know why, and because it's not like they offer. We like the Supra, and I like the Corolla hatch, but it's not like they're a sports car company. You know what I mean? It's just
Right.
It's just
I mean, they're not. They're about to be.
right.
Yeah, I've been into it. I told you guys I saw like a lime green / bright yellowish Corolla hatch today, and it's like, what are these guys doing? Are they just trying to get me to buy one of these stupid things? I told you,
think so.
Toyota, make it a little bit
Spicier.
spicier. Give me a turbo in the motor. I'm in. I'll
Yeah.
buy one. Seriously. All I want is a little bit more spice.
I am genuinely trying. I'm going to try.
Can we
to-
get one of those?
I've been trying. I got the information from Josh, was emailing back and forth. So
So we get an email in with her?
yeah, so
Okay.
I'm trying because it was Honda and Toyota.
Oh, she does both.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, if we could get a Type R and a Corolla hatch would be just an amazing if we get that for a week.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure I'll buy one.
I forget where I was completely going with it. Oh, so that's what I was doing is I'm trying to get somebody, and I think I already know the answer, but I almost want to confirm my thoughts.
Yeah.
Of just say, hey, look, clearly the Yaris GR is a hit in the UK and everywhere else already.
Yep.
What is the thought process of not bringing that to the U.S.? And I think I know, because of emissions, because of et cetera, probably lack of,
Just
they
won't
think
sell.
lack of a market here.
Right.
Too
Too much money for too little car.
What's to say?
The minis do fairly well.
You produce 5,000
they
of them, or bring 5,000 of them here, and that's that. But I don't know. That, essentially, I want to.
You want to get Mr. Toyota on the phone?
Yeah,
I get you.
and find out why. Just a further explanation, basically. But I get it, I guess. Yeah, that's my deep thought.
That is beautiful
Solid.
thought.
Toyota.
I really like
Toyota.
that.
Strong thoughts.
Okay, so we'll go story time with Chuck. This is a tale of why Josh is buying more GoPros.
Oh boy.
So as you who might follow me on Instagram know, as we talked about in the last podcast and the one before, I get tracks for my ATV from Mr. MR1, El Nick over there. So I put them on. Me and my buddy Jesse, who's just hanging out looking for cool stuff to do, welded up some anti-rotation brackets, which worked a peach.
Please, brief explanation of what they do.
Okay, so tracks on any vehicle, not just an ATV, well, I guess short of vehicles that come with them, like tanks, are run by like the hubs where the wheel goes, right? So picture it as a triangle.
Triangle with a center mounting point.
Center mounting point, but that runs the whole triangle, and then there's wheels on the bottom. So you can see how if you run the big wheel to run everything, it runs like tracks. However, if they face any interference, because it's a triangle with power going to the middle of it, it will flip over. Right? So you end up with, as tracks sit, you get the long side on the bottom and two short sides kind of up.
So any resistance that it might face, right?
Because like if it gets like a little rut that tips the front forward, it's going to be like, okay, cool, I'm just going to flip the whole thing.
Right, going with it. Yeah.
So they make brackets to undo it.
Yep.
And it's very important to remember this number. I called for the brackets, and we're doing a little off-road math here. And the guy said, hey, we make them. It's $800, which is crazy. But I probably would have paid it. And it's 8 weeks. So 8 weeks is a lot. Corey mentioned before, they're probably made to order. That's why it would take so long.
Yeah.
8 weeks is my issue here.
8 weeks is my issue as well. Because
yeah.
if they were like, it's $800, I'll have them 2 weeks. I would have been like, you know what? I know they're going to work instead of having to make something. But when Charlie Fresh hears $800 in 8 weeks, I'm like, yeah, fuck that. I'm going to miss the whole winter. Hey, Jesse, what are you doing? Jesse's a great welder, first off. Good fabricator, race car guy, all the stuff.
Builds cages.
And I talked about it last time. 12 trips to Tractor Supply, and 7 hours later, we had anti-rotation mounts. And here I am. I'm running in the woods. I'm fixing the tracks so they're riding better. Remember I told you the road like shit. Then I fix it. Rides like a Cadillac.
Yep.
I'm taking the trash to the end of the driveway. I have a very long driveway. I'm driving through the woods, whatever. So finally, I'm like, I'm going to do some trail maintenance today because it's a nice day, and it's like 2:30, 3:30. Let me go out and do some trail maintenance. Maybe not 3:30, 3 o'clock-ish. So I go out. There's some tree that's been blocking some land from my house. I take it like all the way to the end of one of my longest trails. It's honestly like, the trail's probably more than a mile long. So anyways, I move these trees, do some chainsawing, all this great stuff on land that's questionably mine. And I turn around, and I'm driving back. I'm about 3/4 miles from my house, and it just starts steering like shit. And I'm like, uh-oh, this is weird. I get out of the rig, go up to the front. What did my anti-rotation mount just snap off? The mount for the steering rod on the front strut.
So,
Literally one of the only pieces of aluminum on the vehicle.
yes.
It was a thick-ass piece of aluminum, snapped it right off. It must have gotten a little... It just took a lot.
Yeah. Stress point. You found the stress point.
Not to say that it was my design that broke it,
Yep.
but it was certainly my design that broke it.
I'm happy that's on the table.
If it was steel, would have been fine.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
one
would
of
have been.
One of those engineering things. Does it move? Should it?
Yeah. Probably shouldn't have had that much weight on it. Turns out the tracks and vehicle are very heavy in conjunction. So I'm like, okay, Right now, it's about 4:05 maybe. It gets dark. It was already getting very dark.
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
It's getting dark.
Yeah, because
Sun's-
you're in the woods.
I'm in the woods, like the woods. And so, as I said, I'm 3/4 mile from my house at least. I can, if this was my dirt bike, I get it. I will hike back, get my side-by-side, throw the shit I need in it,
Yeah.
and fix it. Believe me, I've broken my dirt bike that deep in the woods. This is my side-by-side. I don't have anything to bring any tools out to this thing, and it's 3/4 mile out, and it's about to be dark. So I do what any rational man would do, and every time I have to turn, I just get out and turn the track myself. Works great. Until I realize I have to go through a stream, because that's the kind of bullshit I got in the back. So I go through the stream. It obviously gets stuck because I'm running it in rear-wheel drive, so it doesn't power the front. To get out, I have to put it in four-wheel. I have to lock all four. And I swear to God, within 5 seconds, the tread flips. So now I have long side up into where the cabin is, and I'm running on short sides. It's getting dark. It still drives. I'm just going to send it. So I'm driving home, and it sounds like the world is being crushed by like a grinder. Yep, dep, 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 dep. And I'm just like leaving this trail, the snail trail of bullshit behind me. It's still not steering. I have to come out and like kick it to get places. So I'm finally like getting to the point where like I might be able to see a light from my house. And it's actually like dark now.
Yeah.
No, you can usually make this drive in maybe 5 minutes, but not at this rate. And it makes a loud sound. The floor cracks. The firewall pops out. And the fender pops off. And I can now see the track through the floor.
Well, we should have visibility of the situation.
Yeah. Oh, I certainly had visibility of the situation. Then I get within view of my house, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to go get my jack, which weighs 1 trillion pounds because it lifts up like 3 feet. Let me grab the wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow's not there. God knows where it is. I have to take the kid's red wagon and drag this like 50-plus pound jack out there, pull it out to the woods. It's just not going to, I just can't undo it. So I ended up dragging the track through my grass, which is great.
Is it the newly planted?
Yeah, and actually, you know, it didn't do that much damage. I don't know why, probably because it was doing so much damage to the rig. Jack it up there, got the track off. So anyways, it's now in my garage. 3 tracks off. I wrecked 3 CV boots doing this. It's got all new CV boots on it. And I'm waiting for a strut. There's a big shout to some company down in Nebraska that literally just scraps Polarises.
Yep.
And the strut was actually pretty cheap. It's a hub strut. It's really annoying.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, they say they get like 10, 15 a week. So, I mean, I'm sure they're begging for me to put this thing back together so they can get the rest of it.
Based on YouTube videos, I believe it.
Right, seriously.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, these things shouldn't be that fast and in the woods.
Yeah.
So I was like, I talked to Jesse because Jesse always helps me out. I don't know why. It's good. I guess he's a really good friend. And I'm like, hey, guess what? I got this aluminum strut. The tab popped off. He knew exactly what happened. He's like, yeah, I was thinking about that. So we meet him at the shop, and he's just like, all right, let's do bring it in the shop tomorrow morning early. We'll try to weld it. We try to weld it. It's aluminum. It's titanium, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And it just puddles. It looked like a Hershey Kiss when we're done with it.
There's so much impurity in it.
Oh my, yeah. You can. I mean, when it broke, it was just like, wow, that looks like massively gritty
Like
for a piece of good aluminum.
Balled up aluminum foil.
Yeah. Why is that so porous?
Yeah, it was porous. So
a lot of air in that.
There's mud inside.
Yeah.
So your boy, who is literally always praying for snow, this whole week has been like, please God, please don't snow, because I don't have a rig anymore. So my parts are coming in Friday. I'm going to try to repair it. I'll have the GoPro with me, so it should be Jesse and I doing stupid stuff, probably paired with a gas station review. But yeah, that's what happens when I get my hands on stuff. I have a new point to mount this thing to. That's steel.
I was just going to say, what material is this point?
They're 2 like steel bolts that go through the aluminum to hold the slip-in shock in. Mm-hmm. And I figure if I put beefy ass hardware on that and like a 1/4-inch steel plate on it to mount this to, those bolts should break before the aluminum does. They probably won't break.
We'll wait and see.
Yeah. No. It's gonna make a good video. This is why, once again, this is why we're doing another GoPro.
Yes.
Also, at the beginning I mentioned it was $800 mounts. Please remember that math.
Yep.
I only get $300 into the repair.
Right. This could be,
I'm still ahead.
halfway
I can go
there.
through another one and still be ahead.
And another partial repair.
Yeah, I have like 1.5 repairs remaining.
It's important to note you'll also still be ahead of schedule at that point too for the 8 weeks.
No, I'm so far ahead of 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So far ahead.
I mean, at this point, they haven't even, opened up the order yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hindsight's 2020. I should have walked back to my house. It would have been dark by the time I got back to the woods.
Could you have left it there? If you undid the battery or
Yeah,
something?
I don't think anyone really there's one guy I know that knows the paths there. It's definitely not. It's not even arguably my property.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even really. It's not my. If it was I know all my neighbors. I know. So if it was one of my neighbors' places, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
I could have left it there. I just take the key out. I mean, you're not going to tow it out of there because you'd need another one to tow it out.
Right. Right.
So I probably could have, but I didn't feel good about doing it.
Yeah, understandably.
I should have walked back in, gotten a strap, and just ratchet strap the thing straight in level. So now I'm going to keep a strap in the thing. We'll call it a day.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't have a strap in it under the seat or something anyway.
I have chains and like tree pullers and all sorts of shit under the seat, but I just never thought to have a strap in it. Because it's not like my K where I can just strap shit in the back of it.
Yeah.
Like the bed's pretty small. I'm not going to strap firewood down. Like just free firewood if it hits the ground. So yeah, I think I could strap it, and I could have kept it pretty straight. Probably would have bitched the strap up, but not as bad as it bitched the cabin up of that thing.
Right. Small price to pay.
So yeah, I've had adventures with the UTV, so it was good. I really honestly first time I've done like serious damage to that thing. I flipped it before and took the roof off.
You've had it for what, 6 years now?
Yeah, probably, if not a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I flipped it doing donuts in the street in front of my neighbor's house. And it must have been sweet justice when I went over. Big shouts to Big Ian, who was my cushion when I landed on the ground. Very big, comfortable man to land on.
Yeah.
I still owe you for that hoodie, I guess. Feel bad about that. He had just gotten this new hoodie. It was really nice. Yeah, flipped it there. It ripped like the cloth top I had on it. And I've ripped a couple doors off the thing, but I mean that's just the way of life.
Right, just quick in, quick
They're
out
like
now.
little canvas doors.
Yeah,
I had 4 of them.
Yeah.
I'm not putting them back on.
Just in the way.
But yeah, I mean, I guess I should have figured this was going to happen.
Yeah.
So Jesse's coming back over to help fix it, and we'll see. Pete offered to laser cut me stuff, but that's a little highbrow for me.
I'm looking forward to the next chapter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hopefully it's
well, at
with
least-
tracks. I don't know if I'm going to put tracks on it when there's not snow on the ground. I mean, it climbs up shit cool, but like it's way slower.
Right, and the need isn't there. I mean, it's you can get around.
The only problem is like storing. Those trucks are fucking huge. You guys
Right,
saw them. Like
right.
storing
Oh, yeah,
those
no,
somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just going to take up a ton of room in the garage,
A lot
but
of space.
I think I'm going to keep them off it, and when it's going to snow, I'm just going to chuck them on.
Or
Because
get-
it really is just like putting wheels on once you have the mounts.
Or even get like a little Rubbermaid shed, the little cheap ones with the flip top. Get one of those and store them in that. Single use, but
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the
Tuck it
day,
out
it's
back.
just like in the winter where I need it, because I'm going to store them here in the summer.
Yeah.
In the winter, like none of my cars are moving, so if I put them between the cars, it doesn't matter really.
right, that's true too.
And
Yeah.
It's not like they're.
Line them up against the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. So, anyways, that's the very long story of me wrecking my side-by-side. So hopefully be back up in action Friday or Saturday.
We'll see. We'll hopefully get some footage out of that too.
Oh, yeah, there'll be footage. Hopefully I don't re-break it immediately. But I think this steel's a good idea.
New design. V2.
Yeah, if you're an engineer out there and you got nothing to do this weekend, holler at your boy.
Come take a look at this.
Yeah, because maybe there's an even better move.
See what I'm working with.
I know some engineers.
Do
They're
we
probably busy.
did you have a deep thought? Or is that just story
Should I really
time?
fuck around with ATVs? No. I was trying to convince my wife that I need an ATV to recover my side-by-side when it goes down in the woods. Didn't fall for it.
No.
Not even. They didn't even have it for a second.
ATV with tracks on
Saw
it?
right through it.
But
I was just like, but baby, if she breaks down, how am I going to get her? And ATVs are so much cheaper than side-by-sides. They're like half price.
yeah.
But no.
Uh
I guess I could have gotten young Ben to tow me back in a tractor.
No.
yeah. It's gonna maybe better off walking.
Lots of rocks back there.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, I need some more responsible neighbors.
want to cue the boys?
Yeah.
News.
The news.
The news. In an effort to further break from their great racing heritage, BMW posted a video of an M2 the other day
Mm-hmm.
that was quickly taken down as people realized I think they were bringing in the new year. That's what it was. They're bringing in the new year.
Ringing it in or bringing it in?
Bringing it in. They were trying to ring it in with the sound of a Lamborghini V10 that they piped in over the sound of the M2 and put in the video.
Box.
And then
Stinks.
when people quickly went, that's not
That's not the noise.
that's
it
not
makes.
that.
Yeah.
That's not what is this? They removed it. So does anybody run that account, or who knows who runs that account?
What was it? What was it on? On whom?
I believe it was there on all social media.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's not just a little account to mess up.
No, that's the main.
I think that problem that happens with a lot of these like big company social media accounts is that it's not run by anyone in the company.
Right.
It's like an
it's
external
outside.
marketing team
Yeah.
Third
who's
party
never
guys.
even seen a vehicle.
Oh yeah, believe me, I know who doesn't answer my fucking emails ever.
So they Googled cool engine noise. They got that. And they were like, okay, cool, we'll lay this over.
Dubbed
who
it
could
over.
tell?
Yeah. Because to them, it just doesn't matter. But then to anybody,
Who's even
ever heard-
remotely
yeah.
into
Yeah, but maybe they're bringing in a 10-cylinder M2.
would be cool. Would be cool.
doubt it.
Yeah, especially if it's an Audi 10. Don't want anything to do with that thing.
Let's see. That was my
Great
like-
news, boys.
Yeah.
Same company. No. The Bentley Bentayga is available in a hybrid.
Yes.
I know you guys are excited for it.
What does the hybrid give me?
Get ready.
I'm ready.
It comes with a 3.0 V6 and an electric motor, making up to 443 horsepower.
Is that thing going to be able to move?
That's
That
what I
thing?
was gonna say. That's a large.
It gets you
vehicle.
536 miles, which is really weird because that is including gas.
Combined,
But how much electric range?
15.
31.
I was gonna
Double
say
your expectations with
36.
Bentley.
31. So what? So it's 505 miles on gas only. That seems like a lot.
500 miles in that gigantic thing.
That seems like a
on
lot.
3-liter 6-cylinder.
It must have like a 40-something gallon tank.
Well, yeah, it definitely does. And they also mentioned that none of this is standardized by the EPA, so they can pretty much do whatever they want. Also,
I respect the honest numbers.
Yeah.
it gets you inside Serenity that cannot be rivaled. Take that, Rolls.
Because
Serenity
the smaller
now.
engine, so like less road noise and less noise, cabin noise around you.
Exactly.
Do they put a price?
From the legendarily smooth V6.
Right, the 3-liter V6.
And it has a 10.9-inch screen.
Is that the first? Has Bentley previously made 3-liter V6s?
No, it's definitely someone
No.
else's.
Okay, that's what my thing is. Just like who made this motor?
Who owns Bentley? Doesn't Audi?
It's Audi or VW.
Yeah, so
whatever
it's a VR6.
group.
It's basically a VR6 with a big starter.
I don't know what. Maybe from an Atlas or something.
Yeah.
Or Tiguan or whatever.
Price is more than you can afford, pal.
$230,000.
I have no idea. I didn't even
Oh,
look.
okay. I don't know. I was just
Yeah, it's a lot.
guessing.
What was in it previously?
The 6 3/4.
So an engine twice the size.
Yeah.
I don't know.
6 3/4. What's that's a V12? Isn't there 6 3/4 V12?
Let's see. 443. Oh, no, that's the new hybrid one. Oh, Jesus. MSRP for that new hybrid.
Yep.
Or 2021, $160,000.
There you go. Light.
No, damn, downright affordable. You can buy that or a GTR.
Yeah.
I'll take the GTR.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I know what I'm gonna pick. I'm just trying to see.
What's the stock Bentley? It's a 6 3/4. Is that a 10 or a 12? I always
It's
forget.
V8.
Is that the one they put out to pasture?
We like the V8 model best. Then there's the first edition in Speed, which was the W12.
Oh, so they don't.
The W12.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
twin turbo V8.
6 3/4 Rolls Royce's motor.
So the twin turbo V8.
No, it's Bentley. It's Bentley 6 3/4
The
V8.
Bentayga
Sorry,
Speed.
it's the 6 3/4 V8. Jesus.
Bentayga Speed had the W12.
Oh, and they got rid of that 6 3/4 V8 like this year
Yeah, there was a
because they made the special edition Mussolini.
right.
Shout to my uncle.
Is that the name? Mussolini?
Yeah, special edition Mussolini.
Okay, just checking. Mussolini.
Yeah.
Mussolini. I like it. Bentley. Yeah.
To what Josh brought up earlier, but Toyota sales. BMW is down, I believe it is 17.5% in the United States over last year.
Was Toyota down 80?
Yeah, but that might have been worldwide.
I think that might have been world.
This
Yeah.
is just a United States
BMW
number.
17.5%?
Yeah,
Just in the U.S., you said, right?
just in the U.S.
I mean, I
Yeah.
bought a BMW this year, so no
so
problem, guys.
Do they count? This is just new car sales, right?
Shut up, Josh.
I was just no. I was
yeah,
it
it's just
doesn't-
new car sales.
because
For sure.
I just didn't think they would count.
So they moved
even if it's out of-
278,732 cars this year compared to the 338,003
Oh, wow.
cars of last year.
I don't think 17% down is that
That's
bad for
not
this
that-
year.
It's not that much.
No, I was
In
actually
reality.
pleasantly
I take
surprised.
it. I take it gladly.
Yeah. It's interesting. I expected a much bigger number. I mean, in the fourth quarter, they seemed to power through because it was only 2% they were down. Mini is down, but like 3.5% total. So, I mean, nowhere numbers as huge as Toyota.
Second
Right.
second quarter must have hurt.
Yeah.
I think that was everybody's leading, kicking the old
Yeah,
balls on
second
you.
quarter probably wasn't great. Third quarter and fourth quarter is probably what brought them back. But still, I mean, still to move a little over 250,000 cars in the United States alone, it's a lot of cars.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of
Yeah,
vehicles.
this is Toyota's projection. Just to reiterate, Toyota said on Tuesday that it expects profit to drop 80% to its lowest in 9 years.
Profit?
Profit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think the number I'm talking is volume. So amounts moved.
Yeah.
Weight being pushed is less this year than previous year.
Yeah. This gets into a whole bunch of financials
Yeah, we don't need
that
that.
we don't need to
All right, read the report.
spend
Irrelevant.
time on.
Erroneous.
Erroneous on all
Yeah.
counts. Erroneous.
Erroneous.
Erroneous on all counts. It's the best. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. Always watching. Oh, such a great movie. 2022, Ford F-150 Raptor spied cruising with a deep V8 rumble. Boys, if anything,
Was it just Deep V8 on their Instagram, and it was actually an Audi V8?
if anything, the truck wars are happening. I mean, who knows? Probably a lot of other wars happening too, but
Truck
the
wars
truck
are here to
wars
stay.
definitely happening.
So you think, is this just a standard F-150? What do we got here?
No, I think this is going to be the rebuttal to the TRX.
Oh, so that's the Raptor.
yeah.
You think
With
it's
a
the Predator motor?
Supercharged V8. Oh, wait, no, that's that one. What does this get into? No, I think there's rumblings of what it is. Possibly the 5.2 liter V8 that powers the Mustang Shelby GT500.
The Predator!
Is it
So the
Predator?
GT500
That's a Predator.
has
Oh, it is the Predator.
770 horsepower.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Looks like the Predator's back.
So he's back and he's here to party.
Yes.
Right. So they could just, Ford could go, oh, hey, TRX.
I gotta set myself like a reminder a year from now and
Put
look
money
at
on this.
and no look at units sold Dodge vs Ford versus units crashed Dodge vs Ford.
I mean, I have a Dodge,
Dodge.
and I just think Dodge guys crash that stuff all the time. The most irresponsible pickup truck drivers I see are Dodge guys.
Yeah,
The ones riding your ass the most are
true.
Chevy guys.
they found that report that it was the most DUIs were guys driving Dodge pickup
Yeah,
trucks.
100%. But like if I'm in the left lane in my M5 going 110 miles an hour passing somebody, there's always a Silverado behind me.
Yes, I was gonna say it's a bow type
You
boy.
can it's at literally the top of it's at its rev limiter.
Yeah.
and it needs to pass me.
And
I let it. I mean, go ahead.
Oh, I can see it now. I can hear it now.
Yeah, happened today on the way back here.
We will get to see the beginning of this war this year because Ford,
Oh, sure we will.
Ford is scheduled to reveal the F-150 Raptor this year, finally putting an end to all the rumors. And this info comes from Motor1.com.
What, and then what are they gonna call it? The Bronco Boris or whatever it is? Or
No,
Walrus.
that's Bronco Warthog.
Warthog, yeah.
Warthog hat
Yeah.
on Saturday. So yeah, it's. Have we reached the sub wars? Yeah, because Dodge has their fucking thingamabob.
Yeah, Dodge has their Durango.
Yeah.
And they have the Jeep thing too. What's the Jeep thing?
Trackhawk.
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 That's not even that big of a deal
Trackhawk.
anymore compared to the Durango, isn't it?
No, it isn't. I think that's swept under the rug.
Yeah.
Track cock.
Yes, Kock.
Yeah.
So bring on the minivan wars.
Yeah.
I don't think Ford has a minivan. They have a Transit.
Journey to hell. I'm ready for it.
Yeah. Throw the Predator in the Transit.
Empty Transit with that Raptor motor, the 6-cylinder twin turbo.
Yeah, I know. You want to drive one?
That thing goes.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
no, we got one at that. Well,
do
not
you?
empty. It's full of shit now. But we have some alarmingly fast. Does Ford make a minivan? I
No.
don't think they do at all.
I'm not enough.
Not that I'm aware of.
I don't know of one.
No.
Yeah.
Lincoln?
Mercury.
No. Dodge could just corner that market.
Probably Mazda. Mazda, the MPV, the Mad People van.
Mad People van. Literally
But
the
Mazda-
leader of its class.
But Mazda doesn't make a supercharged V8 that they can
Not yet.
toss in
No,
there.
but Ford does.
Collaborate twisting of the snakes.
Yeah, no, they'll probably put a rotary in it.
No, they won't.
Boys, Tesla missed their goal of delivering 500,000 cars last year.
What'd they deliver?
4,999, 550.
So by
Okay.
50 cars? Or 450 cars?
By 450 cars. That must explain why their stock price is falling off a cliff and only $770 a share or something. Keep going, baby.
What? So their goal was half a
755.
million?
Their goal was 500,000 and they missed it by 450 in like the worst car selling year ever.
It's true. So that percentage is much smaller than both the BMW and the Toyota percentage.
Oh, yeah, they were way over it last year.
Yeah.
Because last year, I think it was like four something.
Which is pretty impressive to be up in a year like the one we just had.
Yeah, I think it helps that a lot of their stuff is like kind of backlogged. You order it and kind of wait.
Mhm.
Like back ordering cars, we can just go to Ford and be like, "Can I have this right now?"
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, here you,
Want
go.
a Predator? Yes,
You can
please.
have it. It'll be in the trunk.
So, yeah. So that's I saw that. That's pretty good. They get damn close. Nice work, Elon. Keep on pumping that for me.
That is super close, and that is, I mean, almost double what BMW sold units entirely. How many how many cars are in the BMW lineup, right? Versus Tesla's got
I
four?
think Jack White actually just said Musk should have bought 450 cars himself just to do it, which he should have. But I don't think the orders were the problem. I don't think they were able to pump out 450
Production,
more cars.
yeah.
It was production. It was deliveries. So he probably could have.
Do Cybertruck pre-orders count?
It's not delivery, baby. I wish.
Those are the physical
Shut the
delivery.
English Ben.
Physical delivery.
Deliveries, yeah. Physical challenge.
Keeping up with the Teslas.
Yes.
Our friend Peter Holdreth,
Peter Holdreth.
also known as Bald Tires,
Ball tires, yes.
shouts and congrats to him because he now has a contract with the Drive,
Oh, congrats, man.
and
That's
he's
huge.
been writing some of those articles for them. One of those articles includes this. These repair bulletins for Tesla's quality problems are downright embarrassing and serious. It continues. So much so that the NHTSA is now involved
Mm-hmm.
with some of these bulletins. Some things include rather humorous wordings, if you will. For instance, if the DC Link bus bar bolts are missing in the Model 3, replace them.
Put them in.
If the charging door isn't sitting flush, which is a defect that is present on Model 3 and Model Y, hit the non-flush panel with a hammer until it sits right.
That's what I would do.
The most alarming one of these issues, again, this is from Pete's article on the Drive, is the self-locking nylon nut that's straight up missing from the front suspension. Apparently, the issue is widespread enough on the Model Y to warrant a service bulletin. So, bolts on key suspension elements are just not there.
Hey, can't check them all.
I mean, when you're pumping out that many cars,
You got to do
can't-
something.
You can't.
Yeah.
Hey, imagine when they get the stuff right, how good their stock's going to do.
So it continues. And I forgot who it was. I'm sorry, but I briefly had a conversation with somebody on the old internets there. That was basically like, man, imagine if they get this stuff right and nobody had anything to complain about.
Exactly.
You know,
It's just
well, what's the number of like infected cars versus 499,000 were sold this year?
yeah.
Are we talking 1%?
How
Are we
many?
talking-
Right. How
yeah.
many are
Right.
muffed up?
Because even at 1%, that's almost 5,000 cars.
I mean, all of a sudden, some guy's roof flies off and it's a big deal. You know what I mean?
yeah.
One guy
everyone
loses
wants
his
to get
roof.
angry about it. Yeah.
Let's see. Seems like suspension issues are very
I
common.
mean, we talked about some like unacceptable Tesla bullshit last time. So
In the grand scheme of things, Tesla's still in their infancy of being a car manufacturer.
yeah, I was talking
Comparatively
to a
speaking.
buddy about that today. I was in a parking lot. I was like, look, there's no Teslas in this parking lot. Like, look how many Fords there are. Look how many this
Yeah.
there are. Like, once it gets there, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no numbers to kind of back up that. I obviously he was kind of aiming at a different thought with this particular article, but
I see stuff
I'm
like
sure-
that, and I always like to see numbers compared to see, like, okay, I think we talked about it before.
matter of fact,
where,
we talked about it, a couple of weeks ago, where it didn't get to the specifics of Tesla because I'm sure they're at the bottom, but it was alarming who was at the top. Remember, wasn't it somebody really? Mercedes was second.
for non-reliability,
No, for best reliability.
it was Mazda.
Was Mazda up top?
Yeah,
Weird.
and most specifically the Mazda Miata.
Or specifically the Mad People van.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't know. Most reliable. It was the most reliable list.
Yeah.
But it was alarming who was up top. I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it was Mazda. Mazda was up there, I think, but there was somebody in number one that were like, what in the fuck? Who'd they pay?
Maserati.
What else do we have for news?
I'm gonna keep up with my production news, and actually, I remember talking about this last year. Dodge has sold 4 new Vipers in 2020, even though production stopped 3 years ago.
So wait, is that how many was it last year? Are there still a couple?
It
on the
wasn't
lot?
this many last
Wait,
year.
didn't we talk about
I
this?
was
Like,
gonna s-
did we talk about this podcast? You weren't here.
Maybe. When would that have been? Because to me, this is new.
I was going to say I thought we looked them up. Right, there was a couple deals that could be had.
Yeah, to me, this is new, unless this isn't new. But
Yeah, we talked about this. Sold 4 Vipers this year.
Yeah,
okay,
I do
well,
vaguely remember that.
They still did though. They didn't sell any.
I
in the
remember it,
last
but I don't
second.
know if it was me. Well, maybe I'm bringing it up. But okay, well, still 4. 4.
Still
Count
out
'em.
there.
Mitsubishi was Mitsubishi on top of the list.
Mitsubishi. That's exactly.
Thank
it.
you,
Shouts to
Jack, White. Yeah,
Yeah. So Mitsubishi most reliable. That's why I was
it was because of that one person. Remember?
right. The one guy who traded in his
Well, when you
C8
don't have that
Corvette.
many cars on the road, maybe you get them right.
yeah.
Boys, I was thinking about everyone's favorite anus today.
Yes.
Still
The
anus.
still anus.
Still anus. It leaked out a little information about the 2021 Wrangler pre-Hellcat, 392, and what it actually costs.
Yes.
So the Wrangler pre-Hellcat is going to cost $77,055.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money for a Wrangler.
Yep.
It's going to be a pass from me, dog. However, I did a little math. This comes from an online ordering form, by the way. If you want a Wrangler Rubicon, it starts at $42,390. All right. So the difference between the Wrangler Rubicon and this Wrangler with the big 392 is $34,665.
Mm-hmm. I think I know where you're going with this.
You can get a Challenger Scat Pack with this 392 engine in it for $41,490.
Yeah.
So that is a $6,800 difference, and it comes with a free car. That's all I'm saying. You're just better off buying that,
why
swapping
is it costing so much money?
I don't know. It, as I said, it was from an online ordering form. Maybe there's a bunch of shit that wasn't shown on it, because it's just a mess. I mean, it's literally the price. You can buy a V8 Challenger for less
Yeah.
than the upgrade. So you could buy a Rubicon and a Challenger that's fast. For merely $6,800 more, you could buy a Rubicon and a 392 Challenger. So there has to be something wrong with it. And that's what I said. It's kind of like preemptive information. So maybe, I hope it's wrong, but that's crazy.
Is it like
And that's a Challenger Scat Pack. That's like the big motor, the 6.2 or whatever, 392.
Was the 918 Spider you could option a matching turbo?
Yeah, but they sent you that turbo because the Spider was going to take so long to produce.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was a huge take rate on that. Remember, it was Doug DeMuro said that?
It's like a 90-something% take rate
Yeah,
on
because if
it.
you're spending that kind of money, you're going to do it.
Yeah.
You're definitely going to do it.
It's a flex.
But I don't know.
I
Honestly,
mean-
judging by the quality of a Challenger, it seems like the right price because it's about a $30,000+ motor surrounded by
$6,000.
$6,000 worth of plastic.
Some stuff.
But
I mean, if you're inclined,
Hopefully something's wrong with the number because that's $77,000 is crazy.
No, I think that's confirmed because I seen that a couple of weeks ago. I think that's
total
that's
insanity.
accurate.
Total insanity.
I mean, for that much, you could literally buy.
I would take the Rubicon and the Scat Pack.
You could buy Rubicon.
It's like the payment's going to be like $14 extra.
Buy Rubicon. You can buy a Hell Crate 6.2 liter supercharged crate engine
And make the motor Jeep's going to make the car Jeep's going to make next year.
for $20,000.
Yeah.
If you're, a bit handy with the steel and you can put that thing in there.
Yeah, but do you really? I mean, as I said, I get a love for turbo Jeeps, all right? However, I would rather have a Rubicon and a Scat Pack Challenger than a Rubicon with a Scat Pack Challenger motor.
Right.
And for $6,000 extra, I don't think it's that bad of a deal. And you could probably beat the dealer up and get $6,000 off the whole deal.
Package deal.
You could probably
right.
even it out.
Check system.
Get one for the wife,
Look, I'm buying these 2 cars.
I'm going to need this money off.
Yeah, here's what we're at.
So if you're going to do that, if you're thinking about buying this Scat Pack Jeep, just buy both. Chuck system down to exactly the same price. It's a little hint from your man.
That's it.
You might be able to pull it off.
Also, I got more Jeep news. More
Jeep
Still
news?
Anus
Oh,
news.
God. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Get ready. Just like when that guy ran up to you.
Exactly.
The 4XE version, which sounds like some type of Axe body spray, which is obviously the target audience.
Can't compete with Manscaped Refined.
Yes.
Use code Revival.
Color Revival. 20% off for shipping. Still Anus has announced the pricing on that. The 4XE
So the hybrid version.
starts at $47,995. And the Ruby con of that, because that's just like the nice version. I don't know. There's like the Sahara or something like the nice one.
Yeah.
And then the Rubicon is $51,695 before tax credits. Because obviously they're going to put that just
Right,
like test on their website. And
Yeah.
So it comes with a 2.0 4-banger and an electric motor making 375 horsepower and 470 foot-pounds of torque. And that's got the 8-speed auto, baby girl. 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. Electric range, 25 miles.
Oh, my God.
But you're not doing electric range on a hybrid. I don't know why
Right,
it matters.
right. Why is that even?
There's some, if you can only run in electric some places, I get it.
Yeah.
But
it's just there it's a stat to,
the price is high.
buff up.
It's not as high as the 392. However, I mean, you're going to get a Wrangler that makes 375 horsepower and 470 torque. That's pretty good.
It's definitely much more than I expected out of a 2-liter 4-cylinder and a
Yeah.
vehicle that big. Obviously, you're getting the help from the hybrid power plant, but is that more than a standard Wrangler?
Yes. Yeah,
So-
substantially more.
Yeah. I don't
And
pay
they-
attention to what they...
Oh, I mean, they're not going to hit over 300. It's
Yeah.
fucking Wrangler. And they say it's full on Rubicon. It's not like you're going to drive this thing in the bay and she's going to zap all the fish like it happened in The Simpsons.
Yeah.
It's rated for the mud, all that shit, except for the guy that got his warranty void for doing that this week.
I've
But
seen that in a Gladiator, right?
in a Gladiator,
Yeah, my
Rubicon. Drove it through some mud, avoided everything.
They weren't happy with them?
No. He said it was only a foot deep. He was also lying.
Listen, we all lie.
Yeah, we all come up with some ideas.
But I mean, if it comes with a snorkel,
It was like a deal. If you actually read the story, some kind of dealership screw up. It doesn't come with a snorkel either.
I'm just hopeful.
It was like
Would be
one
cool,
dealer
but-
avoided his warranty that shouldn't have, and then Jeep corporate was like, we can't undo that. Like,
Yeah, you can.
yeah, you're Jeep corporate.
Yeah,
you definitely can.
it's your fucking company.
So
Stellantis.
anyways, I don't know. I wasn't excited about the Jeep Axe body spray edition, but now I am. I think that's cool.
You know, it seems...
It's better than the diesel.
That's what I was going to say. I think it seems like a much better buy.
How much is it?
What did you just kick?
You all right, buddy?
Oh, I just nailed my shin against the table.
Oh.
What was the diesel? I can't remember how the pricing. Was
I
it-
don't know. I just know Tony said the engine sucks, so
oh, okay.
obviously that's the guy I'm
I don't
listening
really
to.
pay attention to the diesel stuff, but like with
Yeah.
numbers that impressive out of like a tiny engine hybrid
2
power
liter,
plant
yeah,
and getting
yeah.
in your Jeep, sounds great.
Put
Yeah,
that,
now you just have to hope it doesn't break all the
Yeah,
time.
beep beep, the Jeep.
put that in a SRT4 Neon. It'd be pretty good.
It's probably
Wait,
the
they
same
don't even
engine.
make the
You'd be a
neon.
road god.
They don't even make the Neon anymore. I don't think.
No, they don't make the Neon.
That's who you
anymore.
should talk to, Mr. Dodge. Gonna bring the Neon back.
Cert 4.
Yeah,
Cert.
tell him as a Z-list celebrity and a fan.
we
Yeah.
need the Cert 4.
Give me that Cert 4.
My last piece of news. I don't know if anybody is familiar with these things, but in Tokyo, at one point, not anymore, you could actually take a trip around the city in some Mario Kart-esque
Oh yeah,
clothing,
familiar.
and little what do you call them? Go-karts.
Seemed like a huge public safety issue.
Huge. So much so that most people who live there absolutely hated these things. However, it was a giant tourist trap that a bunch of people liked to partake in.
Yeah, I think we have listeners that have done that,
I think
which
so
is
too.
fucking awesome. I would have done that.
And
but it seems like you're gonna die.
Yeah, it's a bit troubling.
It's like renting a
bit
Polaris slingshot on an island. Like, you're gonna die.
It's just like, let me take my go-kart in the middle of,
Japan,
Boston.
I mean,
The worst time ever.
What's the most populated place I could drive this thing?
Yeah.
Here we go.
So, well, that's not going to happen anymore because Judge Rule's real-life Mario Kart tour violated Nintendo's IP.
Oh.
So, sayonara.
Oh wow! It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't Japan being like, "Hey, this is really a really bad thing to do."
Yeah, I think they just let it happen.
That's amazing.
Stimulating
Like
the economy.
Yeah, it wasn't danger.
That
Yeah.
couldn't happen in the States. They'd
No.
never let you do that.
No fucking way.
Japan's the land of the free.
Not to mention, there were no helmets involved with this.
No, it was just
it was just a free-for-all.
You could also throw stuff.
yeah.
You could throw. You
Like
could throw.
bananas?
Yeah.
I saw a
Bananas and,
substantial
like,
amount of
shells.
people throwing stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
could throw
man.
stuff.
Thanks, Nintendo.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. Wish I could have done it, but at the same time, probably not the best.
I wouldn't have
thing.
done it because I would have thought I'd come off as like an annoying fuck.
Oh yeah, 100%. Well,
Which is-
I mean, I'm just
I'm fine, but in another country, I don't think I should. Coming off as an annoying fuck's kind of ignorant. I mean, if you did it, I think it's hilarious. Don't get me wrong, but I just wanted to. I'm just. I don't know. Actually, I would have done it.
I was gonna say,
If it was the three of us, I mean, that's content.
It would have fucking hilarious.
We're going to gas stations to get content. Imagine that shit.
I would have bought, 2 things of bananas and oranges and just
Oh,
started
absolutely.
fucking
I would have been throwing nails all over the place.
So
I get to be Wario.
that was my last bit of news.
I just have one last thing. On January 22nd, RM Sotheby's is hosting an online auction based out of Arizona. A bunch of cars there. I like RM Sotheby's auctions because they're very particular about the cars they put forward. It's kind of like a dream. There are 6 rally homologated cars that are going up for auction,
Oh boy,
and they're so fucking cool.
like real deal rally cars.
1983 Audi UR Quattro,
Oh
so
boy.
homologated cars. A 1990 M3 Sport Evo, a 95 Lancia Delta HF Integrale Evolution 2 in the blue Largo's color.
Oh,
Oh daddy.
A 1972 Lancia Fulvia Coupe 1600 HF series.
Oh, those things are hilarious.
It looks awesome. It looks
Yeah.
really cool. It's a bit of like rally specs, some over fenders, big lights. 1990 Mercedes-Benz 190E 2.5 16-valve Evo 2.
Oh, all the fender.
And then all the fender would be the 1989 Mercedes-Benz 560 SEC AMG 6.0 wide body edition.
oh my God! I know the exact. My goodness,
Oh, it's a 2-door.
that's the one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a.
So I will be
I'll
tuning
be in my bunk.
to just see these cars. I mean, it's such a cool lineup.
It is
Obviously, there's
really
going to be a
cool.
bunch more cars, but it's such a cool lineup.
Because they curate the shit out of those things, like you're saying. Like this
very,
real
very
deal
curated.
stuff.
It's not like Barrett Jackson where it's like anything. It's a fucking free for all.
And another Corvette.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very, very like specifically curated like selection of cars.
And that Plymouth sold for $20,000. All right, here we go. Keep it moving.
Yeah, that's that guy. Yeah, yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
that's it.
This is the third Mustang made on Sunday of the it's just,
This Trans Am put down 171 on the dyno. It's offered for $80,000.
What's special about this one is it has a candy paint job.
yeah. So that's why I'm partial to RM Sotheby's and what they do.
Yeah.
Listen, if you get your money, get your money. You know.
Yeah. Cool lineup.
Very cool lineup. That is awesome. That's a good way to do it too. Make it an attraction. If it was
Yeah.
local, it's online. So I
online.
don't go to online stuff. I'm trying to stay away from the COVID. But if it was
Yeah.
local, I'd go.
It was local. I don't know. Like
That would be a
Barrett
fun-
Jackson you can go to.
I was gonna say that'd be if it ever happens again. Who knows?
But
With the state of the
I
world.
don't
We could
believe-
dress fancy like for the Kentucky Derby and go.
100%. Like I'm gonna dress in my cowboy pants and go to Fox
Yeah,
Woods,
to Barrett Jackson.
To Barrett
yeah.
Jackson.
We could stop it south of the border too.
100%.
Yeah.
That's where I have to pick up the rest of my
Grab a
getup.
couple rugs.
yeah. But I don't think you can just attend Sotheby's.
No. I'm sure that's probably invite only.
You can't.
I don't believe so.
It's probably just big money to get in. No.
can't remember.
I imagine it's big money to get in. They probably, because it specifically says in this article,
No
actually,
tire kickers.
that even like online attendance is going to be limited to just the people necessary that are looking to buy cars.
Yeah, don't want a super spreader event.
I think it's just kind of like cut down on traffic and bullshit.
So what are you just gonna have a line?
Yeah.
This says register to bid.
Yeah.
On there.
Throw in. What do we got there?
I got a line. Wife wouldn't be happy about it though.
Yeah.
I gotta create an account.
Baby, I accidentally bid on this. Don't worry, I got 30 years to pay it off.
Let's see how far we can go before they ask any kind of banking information.
Yeah, no banking info, just email and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Anywho.
Name Nick Papagiorgio.
Anything else for news?
Boys, you'll be happy to know Singer has reimagined
I
the
forgot all
Safari
about this.
911.
Thank you.
And I don't know how I feel.
I like it quite a bit.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
I mean, I
over
get,
the top.
I get people have. Oh no, the design's super cool.
yeah, it looks
and Richard
amazing.
Tuttle designed it.
Yeah.
How much money do people have to spend? Apparently, endless amounts.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
What they keep saying is a fantastic customer of Singer.
Oh, I get that.
So,
Yeah.
like, to be a fantastic customer of Singer alludes to more than one Singer.
Well,
Yeah.
he bought 2 of these.
Yeah, which means many, many, many of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Will it ever get used?
No.
I mean, it did
In the photo shoot, it did.
in the photo shoot. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that 911s were Safari. That 911s have been rallied, and they're
Yeah.
really good at it.
You know, it was really way off topic, and I hope I don't kill this, but I was watching Misha's YouTube the other day.
Yeah.
And they go to pick up a new E30 M3.
Yeah.
However, they go to pick up this vehicle at a place that has a Safari R35 GTR outside.
That's hilarious.
100% in on that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I like the ones that are used, but like if you're just using it to run around
Yeah.
town and stuff, I think it's far.
I have hopes because, I mean, we went to what's the fucking museum? The Peterson, and there was a Singer parked in the parking lot
Yes.
amongst pleb cars, dirty with bird shit on it.
Yes.
So like, I have hopes
Yeah.
that like
Right, but it's not.
it's like the same.
It's not going to get
enjoyment.
rallied,
No. It never get rallied.
and that's
but,
what
like,
makes that. That's what frosts my ass.
But you're gonna run it out to like Palm Springs, like through the desert on your own time and have some fun. Maybe
on the dirt.
Yeah, maybe.
I hope so.
It's a great display of art.
I think it's a great display of engineering.
And, right.
It's,
yeah, that as well,
it's
too.
honestly both. I mean, it's a beautiful car.
Yeah.
It's crazy looking. The engineering's nuts on it. It makes a huge amount of horsepower. It's from an air-cooled engine, but it's just like, Jesus.
I know it's a
Yeah.
3.6 twin turbo that looks. Oh my god! It was so beautiful.
It's just,
Oh, so beautiful.
at the very least, it's going to create and inspire, hopefully.
I like
things
the
to be
959, like reminiscent. portion
homages to
Yeah.
the 959.
Especially like how it opens, like kind of clamshell-y style.
Right.
The inside was a little extra for me.
Yes.
Not gonna lie, the inside
Similar.
was a little.
But it just showed that it's never going to get used.
It was a little much, I think.
Yeah.
You know, to have the full iPad there, to have the digital display was great, but the full iPad thing was a little much. Like you really.
Well, that's for pace notes.
Oh yeah, it's for pace notes. Yeah, I think it's for like watching Netflix.
No, it is, but it's like cloning what would be for pace notes. But I know rally guys that
Yeah.
run iPads for pace notes.
Oh, it makes total sense for them.
But yes, that's the
Didn't,
thing. Like, ugh, I don't know.
Project Stink Bug?
Yeah.
Didn't they use an
Yep.
iPad? I believe it did.
yeah.
No, it serves a great general purpose, that in particular. But no, it's as we said, a great display of engineering, great display of art. It is an extremely nice looking
And
car.
actually, if you want to know more about it from the God, Chris Harris just put out a podcast today. It's 30 minutes long, and he talks with Rob Dickinson and Richard Tuttle about it. And I'm 12 minutes in so far, and I've already learned more in the 12 minutes I have of everything I've seen online.
Yeah.
I think I just have a problem with Safari 911s generally.
In general.
However, when used, I'm a huge fan of them.
I like Joey's version.
Yes.
Super purpose built to do like one thing and one thing only.
Yeah.
Almost to a fault that it isn't pleasant to drive on the normal road.
Right. But that also isn't going to be off-roaded, correct?
No, it is very much so. The owner does use it a lot.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
I mean, I do have to say Farah.
That was the Luft car, right?
Yeah. Luft 1 and 2 both get used quite a bit.
Farah's gets thrashed every now and again, it seems, but I'm pretty sure that's like his daily.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says before that he rides it because it's like the best city car because of the way it's set up.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, who's the guy? Is it Keen? Lee Keen?
Lee Keen.
Yeah, who builds them. He's built quite a
He
few
did
of them.
Farah's, I believe.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And
It's
they get used. There's a gentleman in New York who's got a blue one who does some wild stuff with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've driven older 911s just like not lowered and
Yeah.
normal, and they're great city cars
As is.
is.
Yeah.
I don't know what the long travel suspension and stuff adds.
Brings you
I guess
higher.
you can go very fast over speed bumps, and sometimes there are weird angles of descent in LA, but I've never seen one that would really
Higher for visibility.
wreck a stock height Porsche. But
What
maybe.
about those things that come out the front, like the mud flaps that come out the front bumper?
The future flaps?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I'd like to see why those and not something standard. Like I don't know if it's for aerodynamics. I don't know if it's to keep mud.
Hopefully it says something when you listen to the rest of that podcast. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
got
I looked up stuff and didn't see anything on
18
it.
minutes left.
I
so,
think that's just a Q in design.
yeah, I don't know. But Top Gear
You say
on
QAnon design?
Yeah,
No,
that was not the time for that.
just just a design Q. There. let me
Oh,
rephrase-
design Q.
Let me
Design
rephrase
Q.
that. Yeah.
To jump forward just a little bit, Top Gear has an awesome video on it.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
And the shots, they were taken by Mark Ricconi, also known as Mark Scene Media. Just as usual, incredible photographs.
Yeah, I mean, the Top Gear video course talking about was the one video I watched this week on cars.
What
and
about that
is-
dude's stash?
It was cool.
Yeah, killer stash on that guy.
That's how you get it done.
Boys into the stashes lately? I seen a good one the other day.
I mean, you know,
I seen a nice push broom the other day.
push broom. Yeah,
I'm not often not.
yeah.
right.
If I could grow one, I'd have one.
Yeah.
Mine comes in weird. I don't know. I could.
Yeah,
it's,
mine just
it's with
doesn't.
the beard, but it
I don't know about
it's
mine either.
penciled in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that video gets into a lot of details about it. It is crazy. Yeah. I just don't know if I had the money, would I spend it like that? Probably. I don't know, but for off-road,
I don't
I'd
know.
probably have something dumb. That is dumb, though.
I don't know. Maybe
It's
that,
the most money you can.
maybe-
A Singer 911
All-terrain
Safari
concept, something or other.
is definitely the most money you can spend to go off-road.
And I have to be honest. You spend that much money, you're probably not going to be like, I don't really care if it gets fucked
Depends
up.
what kind of you got
I just
Elon
can't
Musk money. You
imagine-
could.
You
Fuck
could,
it.
but then it's just the matter of
They said this guy bought one for off-road events and one for high-grip track events.
Okay.
Oh, who the fuck knows who this guy is?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe in a few months we'll start to see it places, and you can kind of piece together.
Like, oh, okay, he's getting it.
Like,
right.
who owns
Oh,
it or
missing
what?
offender. Yep, he's off-roading it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Maybe if,
what's his face said that it was designed in like for the purpose of like a fender gets dinged up, a door gets bashed in, like it's
Replaceable.
easily replaceable.
that's cool. That's very
Yeah.
cool then.
But that's also
Easily replaceable as long as you can get the handmade part to put back
Yeah.
on.
Right.
But
right.
that's also how the WRC stuff is that he
Yeah.
develops. So
Right.
it's not
It's-
really.
yeah. It's not like
It's not too hard for them to do that.
it's not groundbreaking.
No.
Hypothetically, if they make a mold,
Yeah.
which they might, especially if the stuff's, I don't know if it's carbon fiber.
I'm sure
Or
it
what
is.
the
I
extra-
just,
I assume
I
so.
just can't
Something or
imagine
other.
replacement parts are readily available.
Well, he probably had a handful manufactured as well.
Maybe.
Yeah. Just, hey, you know what?
Imagine, we'll get you one.
We'll make these two. Matter of fact, maybe another 10. Because
No, you think he actually thinks they're going to get... Yeah, maybe if he thinks it's actually going to get thrashed.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
We'll
see.
Call back to like 5 minutes ago. Jack White said their brochure for a Sotheby's auction here in the UK was £80.
All right, we're getting there.
So
We're almost in it.
almost
80
$100
pounds.
US for the brochure to the auction. So more than you can afford, pal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still trying to go.
sure.
Any other news?
No, that's it.
Okay, let's talk YouTube.
Time
Let's
for
talk-
video.
Oh,
Let's
it worked.
talk it.
I've been prepping it.
One thing I've just been into just general
Conspiracy theories.
those two ambient noise car detailing videos, not the ASMR stuff. That's just fucking weird. I don't need to hear the. I don't need to hear that. But there's one of from a YouTube pro car detailing, the art of detailing, 150-hour detail on a 1993
Chevy
Porsche
Cavalier.
911 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
In this, I don't know if it says the color, this purple color that this car is. Oh yeah, wait, let's see. Gee, this is not in a language
150-hour detail.
It's not in a language I can read.
It's quite bonkers.
It's
I
insane.
watched. I mean, it's a stretch on a detail because like
150 billable hours.
they like took the seats out and like painted the leather and color matched the leather because it was
Yeah.
worn in places. So like, there's a lot more here than washing a car.
It's a
cleaning it up.
right. It's a manscaping, if you will.
The full reconditioning of a vehicle.
You haven't seen
With
seen how I manscape.
full
I got a
reconditioning
lightning bolt.
without painting, the car itself.
Right. Which would take another 10 hours.
At that point, just complete your
Just
investment.
blast it.
Yeah.
But this fucking color, again, this isn't and somebody out there I'm sure knows that this is in a different language, but it says,
Copy and paste and drop that bitch in Google
What's the
Translate.
language?
I don't know.
I don't have no idea. But if you just drop it in Google
It's
Translate.
that bad? You want me to read it?
no, hang
I'm
on.
a man of many
Hold
languages.
on, I might
know
have
English,
this.
bad English.
I might
shitty
have
Polish.
this. Give me a second. Here we go. Enter text.
Yeah, because Google figures it out automatically.
Viola. See, it's so it's viola, polar silver, and amethyst colors. Well,
Well, we know what amethyst is, and we know what
What's the
polysilver is.
word? Is it violate?
No, it just says viola. VIOLA. I think
Violet?
I just named
It
3
is
different
some-
Porsche colors.
That's exactly, yeah. I don't know where to grab this, but it's purple. I'll tell you that. The
Yeah.
car is purple.
It could just be viola.
It might be old.
That might be the name of the car.
Let me
the
see.
color.
VIOLA.
It's purple on purple.
It's purple?
Yeah, because the interior is purple as well. At least
Yeah.
that's
Oh.
how I saw it. Yeah.
Maybe it is viola because multiple viola metallic.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, there we go. We'll
Super
go with
cool
that.
though.
Viola metallic. Yeah, just a cool video. For whatever reason, I mean, the buffing of the brake calipers. I'm into it. I enjoy watching it.
Is it 150 hours worth of video?
No, it's only like 15 minutes, if that.
It's
I don't
like
even think it's that much.
it's like what's that movie? Contact.
I don't,
You
I don't
fell
know.
right through the thing, but it took it was like 15 hours worth of static on the recorder.
I have
This-
no idea what you're talking
Have
about.
you seen Contact?
I don't
No.
think I. Yeah,
You guys
I've
haven't
never
seen Car-
that one.
Okay. Put the podcast on hold.
Yeah.
Watch
Let's go
Contact.
watch that.
Pick it back up. I'll give you a second.
Mind blowing.
Yeah, great film, right?
Yeah, wow, wonderful.
Yeah, really good. What's his face wrote that movie?
Bill Burr.
Billithan Berthathan. No. What's his name? 1997 film.
M. Night Shyamalan?
No, Carl Sagan.
Who the fuck is Carl Sagan?
You're throwing a lot of stuff at
All
me
right,
here,
guys.
man.
Not a name.
Throw-
Put the podcast on pause. Look up who Carl Sagan is.
Yeah.
And come right back.
That
Guy
guy,
really knows
Carl,
stuff.
good
Big,
guy. Yeah.
Big time scientist.
Good guy,
Big time
that guy.
scientist. Wow, that's crazy.
Good guy, that guy.
Yeah, he was like a big reference point for that movie. He's Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Yes.
Yes, familiar with him.
Carl Sagan was like Neil deGrasse Tyson before Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Okay.
He was like
Okay.
the previous like very
Super smart guy.
interesting, super smart space guy.
Yeah, didn't put a case on his phone.
Contact's incredible. If you haven't seen Contact, seriously, I wish I was you so I could watch it.
Okay.
I watched.
When did Contact come out?
1997.
All right.
It still holds up.
like an
Dude,
HD
boys,
version?
Aliens. I think Brad Pitt's in it.
Oh,
Oh, they'll be
All right.
Pitt.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Hold
didn't
on,
know
I'm
we're
probably
getting
wrong
there.
on that. I'm not good at people.
Yeah.
How did I find the cast on stuff? It won a bunch of awards. Jodie Foster's the lead.
IMDb. Oh, I've seen those.
I think good old
commercials.
Jody.
I think it's Brad, isn't it?
Jody and Silence of the Lambs was like top tier.
I don't see Brad. Jeffrey,
Matthew McConaughey. I'm sorry.
Jeffrey.
Also
Maddie?
Heartthrob. Yeah, Manny
All
Mac.
right.
Oh, I like Maddie.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Oh, all right.
All right. The best one. Dum dum dum. Dum dum dum.
Those are rookie numbers. You got to up those numbers.
You gotta up those numbers.
God, I'm gonna watch that when I get home.
Yeah.
You know how I
Anyways,
get by, kid?
if you're a
Cocaine.
listener and haven't seen Contact, it's badass, man. Great movie. Carl Sagan.
I got series of videos.
Okay.
And I'm a little behind on, but I got caught up. So Mike over at Stansworth,
Thank you, because this is I wanted to.
I started putting out a video series about the 308 he bought.
Yeah.
Yellow,
Yep.
best color,
Best color.
best color.
Definitely
308.
instantly regretted by the first owner, but when you're like
Yeah.
the recent owner of that thing, yellow's the one you want.
So series of videos. He started this when he did his Model A thing,
Yep.
and it just got way too because he explained it. He had a timeline or a deadline on the Model A,
Right, 'cause-
and filming and editing just kept slowing him down, so it just wasn't worth it.
Matter of fact, we get into that a little bit when we talk to Mike. Probably a year and a half,
2 years ago.
almost 2 years. Yeah, probably.
You know, it's so rusty.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we cover some of that Model A build stuff on the podcast. So go back and listen to that if you
Yeah,
haven't.
give it a listen. So he started his video series, bought a 308, explained the whole thing about how he's always wanted one. This has kind of been his thing. I found it interesting that he was offered so much money for his E36 and was given the opportunity to buy one of these things through our 308 and couldn't sell the E36.
No, he's in on that car. It's awesome. It's cool.
Yeah.
Just got it body worked and painted.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the status is of it, but
I think it's on the back burner now because of
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Super cool car. He's doing a kind of a track day kind of build with it, is what he said.
Which I think he kind of got inspired because he bought an E30 M3.
Yep.
And it's been tracking that. But he wants to build something.
Yeah. And I was actually talking to a listener, Instagram name like Kosia or something like that, or I know his real name's Tom, and he actually guessed what the engine was before the video, and he's taking out whatever the engine that's in it in the 308, which is 160 horsepower.
202.
Was it 200? That was
20
torque?
202 BHP.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. So
Yeah,
when
because, and the reason I say that because I watched today's video.
okay.
I watched most of today's video,
All right. So
which he did the unveil of.
So once you break down like the drivetrain loss or whatever that is,
Yep.
And he's putting in a K24 into
Yep.
it, which is cool. Like,
which is 205 horsepower, I believe.
yeah,
And this is the part where I cut off because I had to go. But he gets into the weight of the motor and the whole
that
motor
old Ferrari
itself
motor
weighs
weighed
a lot.
A lot.
I forgot what it is. So
Hefty boys. Looks like there's room for a turbo.
K24 turbo trans axle, I believe he says, and all the wiring is about 400 pounds compared to whatever that other
Just the head on the other car was 400 pounds.
the cast iron block.
It was cool. He'd get to bring it to a local Rhode Island boy who lives out in California now to the dyno shop to have
cool.
him. So shouts to Byron to dyno it.
Yep.
And I mean, no matter what it made for horsepower, it sounded good.
It sounded great.
Does he have the motor in it already, the Honda motor?
No.
Just
Okay,
a
so
308
this was
out.
on the previous one. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a 308 out of him, which looked like an absolute bear to take out. It looked terrible to take out.
I didn't. Again, I haven't watched all of the. I've watched bits and pieces of the series, if you will. But he gets into taking that out, and it's.
You got to watch it, man.
There's
First
a
of
lot
all,
of
it's a
pieces.
2-part video because it takes so long. It looked terrible.
It definitely.
Taking that thing out.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
the fact that you'd have to take it out to service it anyway.
Right.
It was, and then it can't come out the bottom. It has to come out the top.
And he got into the part that I watched was very infant, if you will, in the beginning of it. Just taking the axles out.
Yeah.
Like how you have to get to. You can only get to one bolt. And
One
you
at
gotta
a
spin
time,
everything
yeah.
one at a time, and then just continue. It just, like, as you're saying, everything was a problem.
Yeah.
Jesse did an engine swap on a Testarossa years ago, and I just remember the absolute lunacy that was taking that motor out.
I think the theme of his thing was just finding the right combination of extensions and swivels
Yeah.
to get to where you need to go.
Yeah.
It sounds terrible, but by putting the K series in,
Gonna fix
it's
it.
lighter, it's smaller, it'll be faster, more modifiable, easier to maintain.
Yeah.
It's cool. I'm into it.
It'll be cool. It'll
Get
be
your
cool
oil
for
change
sure.
parts at the zone. You know
Literally,
what I mean?
yeah. So I'm into it. He's doing a great job filming it.
Yeah. And
Like quick
enjoy-
time lapse stuff,
I
explain
enjoy the-
time lapse, explain.
I
Big shout to
enjoy
Mike.
the explanation.
We should have him back on.
Yeah, we should, especially now with this project going on.
Also, I was at the shop. No, what was that last year? When was I at Luft? 2 years ago? Last year?
Last
Last year.
Last year. And the shop is looking much tighter than when last time I was there. Last time they had
moved in.
Well, no, they had so many projects going on.
Yeah.
They had some of Joey's cars there that they were working on. They had that E36 they were putting the wildest cage I've ever seen in my life in.
Yeah.
And a few other project cars they were doing some serious welding in. But now with all that stuff removed, he's really got a lot of room to kind of work on it.
I was going to say, because now it's just Mike now, because Riley moved elsewhere. So it gave him more room and the ability to kind of focus on this stuff as well. So and I think that's why he's doing it. But yeah, no, shouts to Mike. I'm looking forward to watching the rest of that.
Yeah, awesome video series. Definitely what I'm looking forward to.
Well, that was the only other YouTube video I had.
My bad.
No. That was exactly what we needed.
Chuck, you watched Sorted, right?
I did watch Shorted.
West Coast.
I'm totally caught up with that show.
What did you think about the West Coast representation versus the East?
The West Coast representation
Biggie versus Tupac.
on Sorted is exactly what I expected it to be.
Pretty poor.
Yeah. Pretty poor.
Okay, so 2 Subarus.
Yes.
Interesting Mark IV Supra. An R35. R8 V10.
Just the current results of what I expected it to be.
Yeah,
and
C5 Corvette.
I'm not worried about ruining the show for anyone. It's pretty obvious that at least one of the Subarus is going to blow up, and one does on like a test and tune run outside of the racetrack. And let's face it, the guy that owns that Subaru, I hope you're not a listener, but Jesus, doesn't that guy just come across like very, like, I want to get along with that guy. I'm trying to be as nice as I can.
May not see the eye to eye.
I felt that way about the other Subaru owner.
Oh, I didn't even get to him yet.
Yeah. The guy with the GC8.
The guy with the GC8 was just like such a mega
like,
Subaru nerd. Like
this
I couldn't
is your
talk
life.
to. Yeah.
This is your life. I get it. That's you. The guy with the other one was a little like...
That guy's an influencer, my friend.
Yes.
And the car looks cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure he gets tons of points on Instagram, but it's just like everybody I've ever dealt with that tells me they have a race car and air suspension.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
His car is bagged?
Yeah, of course it's bagged.
Okay.
It was originally built for internet points.
Yeah.
And
then
now
he
it's
wanted
built for
to
internet
go-
points, and he wants to race it.
To go faster.
Yeah.
That one hasn't blown up yet, though.
No. Didn't perform well. But
No. Very bad car.
But didn't blow up yet.
Let's get to the point of they were doing the 60 to 150.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot the GT350R.
Yeah. It was just supercharged, which is pretty fast.
A 3-liter supercharger.
So, like, this is... So they are comparing it against a
GT500.
GT500, which has 770 horsepower.
Yeah.
It goes 60 to 150 in like 12 seconds.
11 point something, yeah.
Sheepy Racing, who makes V10 twin turbo R8s, which is I follow them
Huracan,
online.
yeah.
Crazy.
Yep.
They go 60 to 150 in 6.5 seconds.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrifying how fast it is. It is. There's
With traction.
none of the other cars go even. Nobody even gets under 10.
Right.
It's
All the other ones are like 12 seconds plus.
I just holy shit. I mean,
Lightning fast.
R8s. I've admitted my love for R8s, but
Yep.
despite my hatred for Audi, I'd buy one in a second.
Yep.
And what they're doing, I'd just leave it stock V10. I'm
Yeah.
fine. But what these guys are doing, holy shit! They are the Viper guys for that stuff.
Right.
There's a Viper. They had one of those. The showdown's going to be those versus each other.
Yeah.
But the Vipers, like when they race R35s, is going to have to from 100-mile-an-hour roll.
Yeah.
Because the Vipers just can't get traction. This guy goes 60 to 150 in 6 seconds. Who was driving? Tanner Faust was driving. Like, literally,
Genuine shock.
no fucking problem.
Yeah.
Literally no fucking problem. Like, it drove normal 60 to 150 in 6.5 seconds. Like, no, like just beep. I mean, a 770 horsepower factory vehicle did it in 12.5 seconds,
Right.
and this does it 6.5. I mean, I know it has double the horsepower, but Christ, at least usually it's like, well, this is sketchy, like the Viper, the Calvo Viper, which is just sketchy because the rear-wheel drive and has 2,700 horsepower or whatever. But this thing is like nonchalant, drives around normal,
Too comfortable.
and
to
then
drive
you
at
hit the
that
button and it just murders.
speed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's worth watching Sorted.
Also,
Shuts
like
to raw spaghetti.
full
That guy's
interior,
getting the wreck he needs.
AC, full comfort, everything.
It'll look like a normal car.
Do
Shout out to Sheepy Racing.
they get into any safety aspects of these cars?
The
They make
Subarus
fun
aren't
of them.
safe.
They're
Like the Supra didn't even make it to that, right?
no, because
He left and never came back because like his whole rear end just wasn't attached to the car.
the first step is to do the streetability of the car.
Yeah.
So they take it out on the road,
Just
they
get
drive
in,
it for a little
have
bit,
it drive, right?
and Spaghetti Ferretti drives it, which he has a Supra, and he's like, yeah, something's definitely really wrong with this car. And then that chick Amelia gets in it, and she's like, this doesn't feel good. Like, this doesn't feel right. And then Farrah gets in it, and he's like, 100% broken.
Very broken. He talks to the owner. He's like, "Your car is broken.
Yeah, like
Like there's something very wrong with it. You have to fix it." And he just doesn't come back for the next thing.
so. Apparently, he tried to go and get it fixed overnight, and he was going to try and get it back to the racetrack. Doesn't look like he made it back.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he just drove home.
Yeah.
And that's how he drives it.
Yeah, he drove it from San Diego to Chuckwalla in Palm Springs.
And the vet just blows the drive shaft or transmission or something blows on the
torque
vet.
tube.
You're off the clutch, in gear, engine's running, not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So
Which is
a
interesting.
bunch of stuff broke before. It was funny because the East Coast cars, nothing really broke.
No.
And it wasn't, I didn't remember the East Coast cars being that sketchy. None of them were that sketchy.
And they all had way more horsepower. All the East Coast cars had more horsepower than, I guess, excluding the R8.
I'm also let down by the R35 representation on the show, period.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of really good R35s in the country. And I understand that finding like a 650 wheel horsepower one, shout to Calvin, is very easy to do. But they went and got Sheepy Racing with like a 1700 horsepower R8. They couldn't get a guy with at least like one with turbos that makes 1,000.
I was gonna say, just go like anywhere in Texas, throw a dart, and you'll probably be able to.
You could just drive through Long Island and you run
Right, that's true,
quad.
too.
Yeah, I don't know. It was really surprising because I saw that there was an R35, as you can see it in like the preview B-roll stuff. And I was like, oh man, that's gonna be sick because I know they have a Sheepy Racing car, and it's not a fast R35. I mean, it's fast as hell,
Yeah.
but it's not fast compared to what they are. Like if you get an Alpha Omega car, it'd be like, okay,
Right.
it's just a murder machine.
Right.
But what's that thing Chris Harris said before, that even by making the R35 faster, it still wouldn't be any faster around the track?
Around the track.
Right. Yeah. 'cause
For
it's just
most
so
drivers.
big and
Yeah.
heavy and sluggish and.
Well, no, because
because-
it drives so well, you can't, like, it would take the best driver in the world to actually make use of extra horsepower.
Okay. Okay. Right. It's all right.
They're astonishingly capable factory, like ridiculously capable on the track.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what he said. I mean, a stock one versus 1,000
Yeah.
horsepower one, you won't go faster
Right.
It's a sweet little
unless you're like a god.
series they got going.
Yeah, it's awesome to see Ferretti putting this out, and like, I watch his videos, I
Yeah.
watch his vlog stuff. I think he's fucking hilarious.
Oh, he's amazing.
I've always liked him. All the super speeder stuff and like that old hilarious video content he had.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see the production quality and stuff stepping into this because I think it's going to lead to more of his content. And he really is a car dude.
Yeah.
Like through and through, has a bunch of crazy, dumb modified stuff. Like he's talking to the guy in the van. He's like, "What you put in this van?" He's like, "Yeah, not that much." He's like, "100K, right?" And the
Yeah.
guy's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, it's 100,000."
Well, yeah, because he has
Because he's
the
done it
same
all.
car.
And he just
Only way
he owns
crazier.
Gotham Dream Cars. He's a good guy. He's a car guy. He just puts out like vlogs, like how much this cost me. Like he's totally legit and upfront about everything.
Yeah.
I really like it, and I like it that he's now has some really high quality content coming out, like high production quality. His stuff's usually high quality, and I hope it leads to more.
Have you ever checked out? So like the sponsor behind the show is this website called Auto Tempest,
Yes.
and I was kind of like, all right, what is this all about? It's really good.
Yeah.
Like
I remember back in the day when it first came out,
Yeah.
and it was cool because you just searched everything.
to be able to search everything all at once rather than have all your different tabs open looking for stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the videos did their job because I finally, about like the third or fourth video, I was like, all right, I bite. What is this?
The Sorted's definitely, that show's definitely, when I see it on my YouTube, I'm like, I'm watching this right now.
Yeah.
It's the only thing right now that's like that for me. I was like, yes, 100%. Our stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
We just put out a smoke show video, but
I do a Bernie.
yeah, yeah, absolutely do. But the Sorted stuff, as soon as I see, I'm like, this is sweet. I can't wait to watch this.
Yeah.
So shouts to Rob Ferretti, the guy's the god. He's been in it for so goddamn. He still has VHS tapes of his shit or DVDs like, in his garage. It's ridiculous.
It's because he was doing it so long
Good
ago.
luck dealing with the town you live in.
Yeah.
'Cause I know he's building this house and just.
That's always been my favorite thing about him is just the transparency of like, look at what's going on here. Like, oh, I'm being sued because of this, or this guy crashed.
This
his
guy
car.
fucked up my rental car. He's been doing videos for a long time, and it was never really vloggy. And like his new stuff is vlogs, but he's like the anti-vlogger. He's good at what he does.
Yeah,
that's why I find the interest of him and Rob Dom such a weird contrast.
Yeah, the Alpha Rob.
Yeah, I mean, in my mind, Ferretti's Alpha Rob.
Alpha Rob. In his mind, and in mine as well, Ferretti's Alpha Rob.
But I think in the rest of the world's mind,
Dom is Alpha Rob.
Dom's Alpha Rob. But I don't know.
I gotta watch these. I gotta. catch up
Ferretti's
with
hilarious.
Yeah.
He reminds me of a friend of mine, and he's just great.
You definitely have to get caught up. He's a character,
And he can come across if you're not like used to New York people, he'll come across as just some annoying weasel of a dude, and just give him a chance. You know, he's the man.
Yeah, he's done some wild stuff. He's got a long history.
The video
of doing wild stuff.
Farrah getting pulled over by a cop, and he's like,
Best
"Oh,
one.
Farrah's gonna be in trouble. Let me get this cop off him." And he like passes the cop on the hard shoulder at 150 miles an hour.
So
or some shit.
that was a race. The first to get
pulled
ticket.
over. Yeah.
And Freddie was like, Farrah got pulled over, like on the highway, just kind of past the cop, going fast. Freddie gets on the highway, sees him. He's filming, sees him about 3/4 of a mile in the distance. Like, oh, fuck no. Like, I'm not losing this. He passes Farrah and this cop deep into the 3 digits.
Wow.
Like, because Farrah's camera is still filming in his car, the police officer and everything like that. It's a noise. It's not even a visual of what passes him. It's just a noise that passes him. And the cop's like, well, all right, get the fuck out of here.
The cop says to Farrah, "It's your lucky day," and throws his shit back and goes after Ferretti.
Wow.
It's like that's why Super Speed is Rob. It's one of the ballsiest fucking crazy things I've ever seen.
He's got the cheap car challenges, which are incredible. I mean, it was a car lit on fire on the side of Mulholland. They just left it there.
He's Super Speeders Rob on YouTube. If you're looking for him.
One of his most watched video, probably one of the most watched videos of this kind, is the Ford GT running from the police.
God.
That's fucking old.
Just
though.
full tomfoolery.
Yeah.
Just full tomfoolery. I mean,
That's like beyond statute of limitations shit.
yeah, he's done I blew up my Super racing Hayabusa. Like he is that guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's got video of it happening, and it's a full dude, like bought this car, no engine, just threw an engine in with a giant turbo, said it would be okay. Thought it made like 1,000 horsepower, blew it up immediately. Took it out, rebuilt it, blew it up again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the best of the worst of us.
His whole channel's awesome, but the Sorted series is
As I said, it's just the
sweet.
production quality is crazy. Except they only have one song, which is hilarious because they play it all the time. that noise between scenes.
You know, I don't give him shit because the UFC is Zuffa is a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and it's the same song over and over.
awesome.
So if
I what are you gonna do? Different songs every time? It's fine.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. It's funny. I like it. I mean, Bad Boys 2 only had one song.
that's true,
Shake Your Tail Feather. Big shout.
only needed one.
Only it's true.
Only needed
That
one to
movie
get
had
it
so
done.
many false peaks endings. It's like 9.5 hours long, as far as I can tell. One of the best movies ever.
Didn't they do a third one recently?
No, didn't they?
I think
Did they?
So, yeah.
Either
wow.
they're filming it or they did. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't imagine that was that good. But Bad Boys 2 is incredible. It was supposed to be. I always say this every time we talk about it. It's supposed to be Dave Spade and Chris Farley. That's the funniest part about the Bad Boys movies. That was who it was originally written for.
That's
What a different world
I
we
was
would
gonna
live in
say,
today.
Oh,
different-
it'd be
It'd be a full-on
funny,
comedy.
but it wouldn't be. Bad Boys. It's so good as it is.
It'd be a
when he
full-on
ever
comedy.
answers the door for his daughter's
Oh my
boyfriend.
god! I watch
It's
that like
amazing.
weekly just to
It's
remember.
amazing. Yeah, it's amazing.
Big shouts.
Last thing I have is Josh sent a video of the abandoned Crook Point Bridge in Providence.
Yes.
Oh, you watched it?
Amazing, because I've seen that bridge my whole life, and being a local, I never had took the effort to like look into it much more. This video explains the whole thing. However, there was a recommended video off of that,
Yep.
and some local yokel from Providence with a GoPro strapped to his head climbs this fucking
Oh
thing.
my god.
Climbs the thing to the top, right?
I've seen
Two
people
people.
do that.
Two people.
Fuck that.
Climb it to the top.
Yeah.
The top has a swing.
The swing.
Yep.
Yeah.
He goes out to the middle of the bridge at the top, untangles the swing to let it hang, then proceeds to hang from the top of the bridge with one hand. At that time, someone just happened to be like taking scenery photos of like the water and stuff like that, sees this, snaps a photo of this kid hanging from the bridge with one hand. The video, I was pouring sweat the whole time.
Yeah, I couldn't
Oh
watch
my
that.
God.
Then the two kids are like, fuck it, let's race to the bottom.
Does anyone swing on the swing?
I've never seen anyone swing on the
Because someone
swing.
installed that in like 1983. Like,
Yeah. That's like
Yeah.
part of the hype is the
The swing. So apparently it's supposed to be taking the bridge down.
Yes.
it's
Which
probably a good idea.
hurts my feelings.
Right. It's legendary. We should make a
the man.
T-shirt of that bridge.
Because I've
The
gone to
man.
the bridge. I've gone to the base of the bridge. I've never thought of ever climbing up this thing. Even though
Always
this-
work the base.
Yeah. I start at the bottom.
Manscaped.
But
Very important.
to see, I mean, he just like ran up the thing. I was like, what the fuck? This is crazy. So if you watch that video, there'll be a recommended video. I recommend watching it. Literally my hands are sweating just thinking about this kid climbing this.
I know multiple idiots that have climbed that thing. I just couldn't. I can't even make it. I've been at the bottom of it, and like I didn't even want to put a foot on the thing.
This video is people climbing it up the side rails like he did, and there's people climbing it up
The
the
middle?
railroad tracks up the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, maybe 10 or 11 years ago was the last time I was there.
Mm-hmm.
The wooden ties or the wooden beams between the railroads
Yep.
were rotted then.
Yep. I can
Can't imagine the better now.
Right. You're gonna pull 3/4 of that wood off.
It's so sketchy.
Yeah.
And it's like you're gonna die if you fall off it.
Yeah.
Like there's no question.
Yeah. There's zero question.
Well, just because it's so high, even hitting
A
the
friend of
water
a friend
still,
died just jumping off it.
and aiming for the water and still hit.
He hit the water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. It's just that.
that
high.
was the problem.
Yep.
The water's like a rock when you're that
Yeah.
high.
Yeah.
At that speed,
I mean, I've heard
It's-
stories of somebody jumping off the Braga to the point where they duct taped themselves and had a crew down below to pull them out, because when you're jumping from something that high, your extremities tend to.
Someone did it on purpose.
Oh yeah, and survived.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I'm sure maybe people have jumped off and survived. The only person I know that has done it did not survive.
Yeah. Oh no, I can see how it can go very bad, very quickly.
I don't think there's a lot of great ways to hit the water.
No, for sure.
And for people that haven't seen this bridge, how high would you say the top of that's off the ground?
I have no. I
I
literally,
mean,
I
the
literally
bridge
have no
when
reference.
you're standing on it over the edge is at least 30 feet off the ground.
Which this video, so that kid jumping off of that. That's fine. You
Right.
cliff
So
dive, that's fine.
it's about 30 feet. But then the bridge has to go up another 60 plus feet. It's got to be 100 feet off the ground. The
I'm
top
not-
of that
I-
bridge.
I would think
I'm
it's
going
more,
up to
yeah.
it.
What's
Yeah.
it called?
the Crook
Crook
Point,
Point
Bridge. It's so high.
You could count the ties and figure it out. 'cause
Yeah.
It's standard, but it's got to be 100 feet off the ground.
It is.
125 feet
Off the water.
off. No, if we add, it's probably 160.
Off the water.
Because the thing it
It's
said
just-
longest span is 125, so you have to add that another third, about 160 feet.
Wow.
Yeah, right. Because the longest span will be between the 2 points where it
Yeah.
rotates. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's 160 feet off the ground.
So, great recommendation, Josh.
Yeah, that I mean, and that came from our buddy KD Designs Kyle, because
shout
he
out to Kyle.
he has a friend Jason Allard that makes cool videos around the New
All the
England
guys'
area.
videos were
That
awesome.
makes
Yeah.
old abandoned train bridges.
Yeah, just a bunch of abandoned stuff, but he does it in a
That's really cool.
vlogish way. Well, first POV way,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah,
he adds very good graphics information, and it's very well produced.
Yeah.
overall.
Sweet video.
Want
You
to get
probably
into
see
questions?
the bridge from like right down the street.
Yeah. You can see it from this bridge.
Get some questions going.
Get some questions.
What's up with the people in the back?
Big girls in the back.
Oh, that bridge still got me messed
Raise
up.
up. Yeah, let's get into questions. As we said earlier, we're at 2 hours anyway. No main topic this week, but we'll come back with something next week. Maybe we have a couple guests that we need to schedule and get that working. So, and maybe we'll be able to, do stuff again someday.
Mm-hmm. Doubtful.
Before then, here we go. Ejoy
Edjoy.
Usan.
What?
Ejoy Usan.
Let me see. Enjoy you. Edjoy you some. That's my friend Ed. Big shout to Ed.
Ejoy
Ejoy you some.
Sone. Son. That guy.
My son Edjoy.
Would you rather work on a carburetor or drive a Stance POS? Go.
Working on carburetor.
Working on carb.
I'm pretty much fluent with carbs now, thanks to Kyle. Big
Where's
show.
the bowl?
Where's the bowl, buddy?
That's a bowl. There's a, what do you call it? There's the
float.
catch, the flow. Right.
I'd imagine it gets fun
some
when you
jets.
get beyond the level I'm at. I like working on shit anyway.
When you
honestly.
get into like big carburetors, it is fun because it's like tuning an engine within an engine.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Sounds like something I definitely have patience for.
Yeah. No.
Whatever it is. Need bigger jets.
You gotta
More
take the
jets.
wood chips out of them.
JH_creative.
JH Creative.
Is Young Ben getting grounded for wearing that buffalo hat in the Capitol tonight? What?
Beefalo?
Beefalo?
Is Young Ben at the Capitol right now?
Who knows where Young Ben is?
I'd assume not.
No.
I assume he's probably at work right now.
Yeah.
At
either
9
at
o'clock,
work-
he's not at work.
Yeah, he's home.
Bet you he's at home.
He's home.
I don't think he has a very big political stance.
Brushing his teeth and going
I'm
to bed
sorry.
right now.
Stance, period.
Right.
How are the
kinda goes with
axles
the
coming
flow.
along?
He asked me if he'd do it at my house. And I was like, dude, my Polaris is abandoned on my lift right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not going to happen. So not.
Steve Voorhees.
Steve Voorhees.
Lifelong Stewart's shill here. No boner pills, but their apple fritters have the same effect.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I love that apple Dutch crumb.
Yeah. You know what it does.
Yeah.
Nick_Oppo.
Nick Oppo,
When is the MCV getting a welded diff for those 11s and donuts?
buddy, how are we going to do one tire fires
I like the single digit.
with a welded diff?
I mean, it's pretty good.
It saves you money.
Yeah. You can just rotate that one tire out.
We're putting
at
Posy in there.
At least 4 times. BJ McCardle.
BJ McCardle.
What is your favorite word? It doesn't have to be car related.
Erroneous.
Erroneous is a good one.
Favorite word.
I don't know if I have a favorite word.
I think we're all kind of in cunt right now.
That's
Big fan of cunt.
What's
Say fan.
that was the first one off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Let me
We're
tell you.
also never getting
I've been
monetized.
talking to a lot of UK blokes.
Yeah. A lot of good
I've been
cunts out
talking
there.
about freely with
Yeah.
them. No issues.
No, it doesn't bother
none
them.
whatsoever. It's more accepted.
You start using it at DMV, they'll throw you out.
Yeah. Frowned upon.
What's up, you cunts? Can I get a registration?
A lot of cunts.
Yeah. That guy's a good cunt.
Tell you what. Get your boss out here. Let's tell him what a good cunt you are.
Not going to go over well. Jake_MX5.
Jake MX5.
For new listeners, why are you guys called the Boys of Summer?
What do you mean?
We're
Revival Motoring.
Yeah.
We're obviously.
I think he just made that on a whim
Assumption,
one day
yeah.
during the summer.
Live with the boys of
Oh no, that
summer.
was that for the
Revival Motoring.
Yeah, that was for our
Thank
podcastathon.
you.
Podcastathon.
that we did in March.
And I was sitting in my.
I thought it was April, no?
Was it April? I
thought it
can't
was
remember.
April.
It was
Live
April.
With the boys of summer.
And I was just sitting in my garage thinking about stupid thing radio-a-thons would have.
Yeah.
And boys, I mean, I recorded my voice and slowed it down. I was like, that's fucking
perfect. Yeah.
So, yeah, we are. And if you've seen us, we are 100% not the boys of summer.
No, it is not the.
That's the best part.
It is not the beach volleyball.
Yeah, we're more the boys of winter.
I prefer to be the boy of the summer. Yeah.
More the boys of the basement.
Yeah.
KH Balla 12.
Cage Balla.
I envy you guys' gas stations. I just get speedways. Definitely not getting your way at Speedway.
Where you at? Where's he
I
at?
don't know. You know what? He just sent
Mr.
me his
Bala,
address.
where
He
you
just sent me his address, so I'm gonna.
Oh, read it
There
online.
you go.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me.
Just speedways? That's tough, man. We were going by a really hard speedway
We went
today.
by and we had
One of the
we-
hardest
we
speedways.
talked about it.
Great people in there before the sun goes down.
Jake_MX.
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Michigan.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we knew that. I don't know. I've never been to Michigan.
Nope. Maybe we'll have a reason to.
Got to
soon.
get out there, man.
Jake_MX5. Top 3 beach day essentials. His are Speedo, goggles, and hot dog buns.
Who's that?
Jake_MX5.
Shake MX5. Mine is don't go to the beach.
I was just going to say my top 3 beach essentials are avoiding the beach at all costs.
If I'm being honest about my beach essentials, I wear like some slip-on beach shoe things, which I like because I'm not a big sand guy.
I'm a Crocs guy at the beach.
I got a book,
Always a book or magazine.
and man, that's it. And hot dogs, I guess. Hot dogs are great on the beach.
Seltzers.
Celsius.
Yeah.
I usually bring a spear. I just,
Yeah.
I'm very
Just a
pale.
spear. Just do some fishing out there. A
Spear,
little
yeah.
knee board.
Yeah, and do a bucket hat. Keep my nose from burning.
Yeah. Some olive oil.
I bring
Get that tan.
my pale body and just bug my wife till we can leave the beach. Hence, I've only gone like once or twice. If you Jake _MX5,
Jake him so.
if you had to store one food for winter like a squirrel stores nuts, what would it be?
Ooh.
So you got to store it, so it can't be like tortas because that's obviously what I do.
I was thinking burritos because Jake gave us that wonderful method of unfreeze. You could freeze them
Yeah.
Right.
and then cook them in a pan the next day.
You can kind of cut them into some fillets and saute them up.
What would I keep? I don't know, man. I'd probably just keep a bunch of beef around.
Beef would be good for
'Cause
sure.
you can do all sorts of good stuff
Oh,
with beef.
hummus. I fucking love
You ever
hummus.
been that big into hummus?
Oh my god, I love hummus.
Trader Joe's makes a chocolate bar with full hazelnuts in it. That
There
I've
you
probably
go.
talked about multiple
You
times.
stock up on that?
I'd stock up on that. That shit is crazy. Probably wouldn't be good for me, if I'm
No.
honest.
Jack,
Jack White for all those beached whales. That's why I bring dynamite to the beach. Because the best way to clear a beach of a beached whale
Was
is dynamite.
Dynamite.
It works every time. Check it out online.
Patrick.Kidda.
Patrick Kidda.
If key car is a fourth of a car,
Mm-hmm.
what would a Mini Cooper / Fiesta ST be? Half.
Yeah,
Half
if
to
it
three-quarter.
well, it depends. If it's original mini, it's a quarter.
Yeah.
If it's
If it's current day mini, it's full car.
That's true.
yeah, current days are full car. Fiesta ST's right on the
Three-quarter.
brink of 3/4
Yeah.
to full car. They're pretty big. Like if you parked my key car next to a Fiesta ST, you'd be shocked at how giant that Fiesta ST is,
Broke.
or how small my car is.
Broke.Mattis.workshop.
Matthias.workshop.
Have you guys considered doing a boys project car? Would be great video content. That's kind of what the MCV is to a certain extent.
Yeah, the MCV's getting there.
We just haven't really dove into that.
We're trying to get Josh to buy us cars.
We're generally just using the MCV.
We're at GoPros.
Yeah.
When we get there, hey man, if this thing pays for a project car, holy shit, we'll buy one tomorrow.
Seriously, like we got to pay rent first.
Yeah.
that's first.
Yeah.
And maybe someday we can work on other stuff.
We do
Garrett,
have our own project cars, which is helpful.
yeah, Garrett Lee 393,
Garrett Lee 393.
Shouts to
FMK,
Garrett.
Tesla, BMW, Ford.
I'd kill BMW.
I'm gonna kill Tesla.
You gotta kill Tesla.
I'm killing Tesla, and I'm marrying BMW, and I'm fucking Ford.
Yeah, one of those naughty Fords like that we don't get here in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd marry Ford. Fuck Tesla and kill BMW.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm with Josh.
Yeah. I just because when it's all said and done, I still like suck bang boom.
That's why.
There you
I
go.
marry Ford, you know?
That's a lot of boom.
Yeah.
Woodson.
Woodson.
What car would you want Singer to design besides Porsche, and why?
Ooh.
None, because I can never get any of them.
I
Look at
would like
Singer redesign.
I would like to see them take a whack at the old MG / Spitfire.
I want an XR4 Ti.
There you go.
Merker.
Testarossa.
Testarossa?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, or one of those year Ferraris. It's something similar to that range.
308?
Yeah, yeah. It's a 90s-esque. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't want him to just mold in the ugliness that is that XR4 Ti and make it great.
And bring it.
By throwing like $300,000 to $500,000 at it.
Just unbelievable. Tyler, say what?
Tyler say hot
Why does winter drag on and suck?
because you're not at the hill.
Because what did he say?
Why does
Why
winter
does
drag on
winter
and
drag
suck?
Oh, it does.
It's 100%.
No way, it's not long enough, man.
Oh my God!
Let's keep it going.
Please stop. Please don't do that.
Come on, you stupid groundhog.
What
Do
did,
the one that gives me more winter.
What did someone say? Let's see. He don't want to see a shadow. I don't think. 73 days left until spring.
Is that what it is?
73 days
I know
left till
the-
spring.
I know the good thing is the days are getting longer already. So we're past that.
I
peak.
noticed that. You know, had maybe even a week later, I probably would have been seen it was a police officer and not a Jeep with all the LED lights.
Perhaps. Yeah.
Details by Doug hit us with that. That's brought to you by Details by Doug. 73 days left of spring.
Shouts to Details by Doug.
I count every single one.
Let's see. How? Let me just. Kevin 401.
Cam 401.
Best concert you've ever been to?
Oh, wow.
You know what? I got to see the full Wu-Tang lineup,
Wow.
including RZA,
That's a
with YDB, ODB's son, standing in for ODB. That was probably one of the most memorable things I've ever seen.
yeah. It's tough to top that.
Yeah.
This
was also at the concert that someone threw a water bottle at Method Man and he jumped in the crowd and fucked this dude up. Like
properly.
This was like when he was like yoked up and like working out like crazy.
Yeah. So right around
The crew that
was
came
that?
out of the back of Lupo's when he jumped in the crowd would require like 3 city buses. I didn't even know there could be that. I've been in the back there. I didn't know that many people could be back
could
there.
fit back there.
Yeah, it was. I don't think anyone's gonna be able to top that. Oh, I saw Nas and Lauryn Hill. That was really good. I had to wait till 2 a.m, but
What was Nas?
they just didn't come out till 2 a.m.
Wow.
It was worth it.
Okay, where was this at?
Lupo's.
Did many people stay?
Yeah, pretty much everyone, man.
My buddy went to a Wu-Tang concert. That was the same thing. Like he got there and like, yeah, Wu-Tang's still in New York, so they'll be here like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of good DJs, I guess. I've seen a lot of hip hop acts as well, but I saw this big time like house DJ for like me because I'm kind of a history nerd and big into house music. I saw Frankie Knuckles like a month or two before he passed away, who's like a legend who started house music. And then recently I saw Moody Man, who's my favorite DJ on the planet, and it was fucking unbelievable. Like him telling the stories about his old man driving around in his Cadillac, like over the music. It was just like a departure in a wonderful way. So yeah, and then I'm trying to think of like what's the best hip hop act I've seen, but I don't know.
I think after that it would probably be like Have Heart's actual final show.
Mine was an overall experience. So,
You took drugs, didn't you?
Burning Man.
no,
Burning Man.
No, yes. I somehow woke up naked with
You
an
traded a
iguana.
blowjob for a burger.
No. So
Medium performance or P. Diddy and the Fam back in the day? Jesus.
Wow.
Didn't hear that hard, bro.
He dated himself.
Oh, man. That's awesome. Was the
So-
Locks there?
in 2000, Jesus Christ, I can't remember when the Bruins won the Stanley Cup. What year was that? It wasn't 2004. That was the Red Sox.
Was it 07?
2010?
Maybe 10.
I think 2010-ish. Yeah, that would make sense timeline-wise. So I think it's 2010, roughly, when they won the Cup. A friend of mine texted me and said, hey, what are you doing? I want to go to a concert tonight. I don't know why. Who's playing? He's like, oh, I got some passes. Just come on. Okay. Well, those passes were full-on band level because at the time we're friends with all these guys for the Street Dogs and Dropkick Murphys at Fenway Park.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
So
That's like seeing Elvis at Graceland. You know what
so
I mean?
essentially it was full on backstage. We were on the field at Fenway Park, on stage just for both bands. Got to, see the cup, hang out with all the members and stuff like
Wow.
that. Sit in picture Fenway Park, the way they used to do or did concerts there was everybody would sit in the bleacher seats. That's the seats that they would, so outfield seats essentially. So that's where the whole crowd was. And then the stage was in the outfield facing those seats. So we were in suites in actual luxury boxes because that's where the bands could go, just watching. For instance, the Street Dogs played first, so we were hanging out with all those guys from the luxury box watching the concert over with fireworks and all that sort of shit. It was fucking crazy.
Are the Dropkick Murphys popular in Boston?
A little bit, yeah. They had something going.
That's
back
like
there.
trying to see what the boss.
Jesus and Nazareth.
No,
you
it's
know?
like trying to see the Boss Tones on like New Year's Eve or whatever. Like, not possible. Like,
Money,
if you're
money?
able to go, it's like trying to get tickets to Coachella.
Yeah.
So it's funny you say because
Like the Fire Festival.
Yeah.
another super just for concert experience alone
Coachella.
happened to be not Coachella, the Bosstones and the Murphys again. This time at McCoy Stadium,
Oh, deep in the bucket.
which the Bosstones playing. That was the first time I've seen them live. It was just crazy because the crowd was so into it, and at one point everybody was throwing plastic beer bottles into the air, and nobody was getting hurt, obviously, because they were all empty. but like the scene was fucking magical. It was just absolutely. It was such a cool.
It was one
memorable-
glass one.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a pint glass. But no, I'd say the first one, that Fenway Park experience.
Yeah,
was
that sounds ridiculous.
Genuinely quite cool. Let's see. Kevin 401. Would you rather give up appetizers or dessert for life?
Dessert.
I'd say dessert because there's a lot of good fucking apps.
Yeah, I'm not a big dessert guy. I mean, don't worry. If it's there, I'm going to eat it. But
Yeah,
I
once
don't
in a
care.
while, I like if it's at like an event, I'll eat it. But like, I know people who need to have like dessert like daily. I'm
What,
what
like
the fuck is wrong with you?
My
Yeah, that's
son?
not good. You gotta
Oh, really?
This kid,
that fucking kid, man.
literally every night.
What's for dessert?
What's for dessert? I'm gonna go have my dessert. And he's just. I'm like, dude, it's 9 o'clock. You're supposed to be in bed, but I didn't have my dessert. Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep. And I'll
give you
say,
dessert.
I need you to disappear from my vision.
I say, that's it. Yeah. Look, man, I don't want to see you right now.
Erroneous.
Like, and his dessert is like, by no means do we have fucking
a chocolate cake on deck.
yeah, apple a la mode in the fridge. It's just a bowl of cereal that at 9 or 9:30 at night the kid has to fucking slam the door on the fridge, grab the milk. Meanwhile, his sister trying to go to sleep. Yeah, it's fine. Have your fucking dessert. Enjoy it.
Garrett LCD saw DMX at Toad's place all 3 times he actually showed up.
Oh man,
That's astonishing.
Yeah,
You got super
that's
lucky.
great.
Also, Toad's place is super hard.
Toad's place.
And imagine if DMX
I
is playing
believe
there.
it's in Connecticut.
Super hard.
Okay, I know I've heard of it before.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch. There was a bunch
I
of
just seen him
hardcore
at his
shows
apartment in Oneyville.
there.
Him and Fred Durst living down
Recently,
there.
Fred Durst, huge fan of the panel wagons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Page
That's like his
dedicated
whole
to it.
thing.
Yeah, interesting.
He lived in Oneyville for a long time.
We could probably get him on.
He used
the
to throw
podcast.
parties over there.
Get him on the show. Justice Beaver 69.
Justice Beaver 69.
We'll end with him. When is Revival opening its own convenience store?
I'll tell you what. There is one for sale very close to here, and we've been eyeing it.
Every day I see
We
it, I'm
talked
like,
about it.
We should kickstart it because we found out today, and you'll see in our next vlog, we found an incredible independent gas station.
Yeah.
we'll end on that. What did we think about that today?
Unbelievable.
Yes. For
So-
many reasons. Let's start from the beginning. Let's right from the top, right? Ingress, egress.
Incredible. The pullout was
Can't get
incredible.
much better because you have it open to both sides.
Open to both sides.
Main roads
Easy
on
in,
each
easy
side.
out.
Should we talk
Easy-
about the name of this place? The Rusty Lantern
The Rusty Lantern Market.
in Attleboro, Massachusetts, correct?
South Attleboro, I believe. Yeah.
South Attleboro. Independently owned.
Has to be.
Would you go in there barefoot?
100%.
100%.
No question. Can you throw the pigskin?
Yep.
100%.
Ceilings are quite
You can
tall.
play baseball in there.
Easy. What else are our ratings? Pull-out method incredible there.
Yeah, ingress, egress is right up there. Can't
Customer
get any
service
better.
level,
Customer service level outstanding.
top notch.
If
She's
this-
wrapping her own sandwiches.
Yeah, food. Legitimate food there.
Like the actual legitimate, like that's going to be one of the ratings. What are the wrap sandwiches? What are the
Yep.
house-made sandwiches look like?
And she said,
I would have bought them right there, even though we're going to Tallulah's. That is
she-
huge.
She said, "Oh yeah, I make 36 of these 3 times a day."
Yep.
Talking about her wraps and sandwiches and
Has a full deli in there.
chicken
Yeah.
salad and whatever.
Strong
not
energy
only,
drink.
Energy drink game was very strong.
Ben and Jerry's.
When I go places and there's energy drinks I haven't seen before,
Yeah.
it just fucks me up. Like that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And they had multiple energy drinks I hadn't seen before. They had a beer you hadn't seen before.
Bud Light lemonade.
Yeah.
Didn't even know it existed.
No, had one on the ride home.
Pounded a few.
Oh man, Toad's place is in New Haven?
Yeah.
Holy shit,
Oh,
that's
wow.
amazing.
That's definitely hard.
I knew it was somewhere like weird in Connecticut. Not great.
Someplace hard.
had the fresh stuff. The freshness was good. Freshness, was
Freshness
great. But then
was
they
incredible.
also had the pre-made, like pre-prepared, fountain soda, fountain slush.
Exactly.
That sort of
Very
stuff.
nice.
It was there.
Dine in area,
Establishment.
amazing.
A rare bird
Obviously.
nowadays.
Very rare.
Yeah.
Is
Bringing the
Strong
water.
Slim Jim selection.
Slim, yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
you
good
had
Slim
one-
Jim
you
game.
had- you had a Slim Jim for dessert.
I did.
Yep.
I did. Dessert.
The
A
Again-
handwritten welcome sign.
Yeah,
when
that
you-
gets points.
when you go in.
That gets points. Well lit outside handshaking station.
Yeah.
The
More-
classic light in the wrong place at the vacuum station. When it happens.
more handshaking station. More Ben and Jerry flavors than most grocery stores.
That's true.
Yeah, and in stock. My local grocery has been dropping the ball since
Got
Young
nothing.
Ben left.
Got nothing.
Yeah,
two
I'll tell you
doors
what,
worth,
this-
or was it 4 doors worth?
2 doors of Ben and Jerry's.
2 doors,
and then
of
they
Ben
had house
Jerry's.
brand. It's definitely on the brink of 5 Diamond.
Yeah.
We got to think it. But I mean, I was shocked. As you'll see in the video, Corey wanted to see if he could judge a book by its cover, and goddamn, what a cover.
This is a gas station you drive by and you look at it and you're like, wow, look at that place. It looks clean. It's well lit. It's
Plenty
big.
of pumps.
It sticks out from the road. It's actually easy on, easy off the highway.
Reputable gas. From
Unlike
Irving.
some other
We were there.
ones
We were
that
there at
aren't great.
prime time. We were there at like 6 o'clock, or
Yeah.
5:30 ish.
Yeah.
Yep.
Comfortable,
Yeah.
not packed.
I dare say that the roof's higher than Scumby's.
Roof is higher than.
I think it was
at
built with a
peak.
purpose
Yeah,
to be
at
higher
peak.
than Scumby's.
Yeah.
Yeah, Irving based. So whatever you take that
We
grain
get
of
the
salt.
fuels.
Yep.
We didn't see the pricing, obviously.
Doesn't matter.
We're not looking
No,
at that
no.
stuff. Yeah, I mean, we should bring a tape measure when we do this just to make sure roof height. But I mean, just visually, it was a lot higher than Scumby's.
It's a long tape measure.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Stiff boy.
Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you mind?
Are we? Are
We're
we?
trying to
Are
measure
we?
the peak.
Are we gonna give it a score now?
No,
gonna rate it
I
now,
don't
or
think we can give it
wanna-
a score that when you.
We're gonna sleep on it.
We're not going to cut the app out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just know it's highly suggested.
it's up there.
Yeah. It's highly rated, highly suggested. I'm pleased.
Also,
extremely pleased,
I
yeah.
was not only pleased, I was shocked because I've driven by before.
Yeah.
And hadn't stopped. Like there's a Scumby's next to there, and I've stopped there.
Yeah.
There's like there's another. I don't know if it's an independent. There's another big one down the road further.
With all the wash.
No. Before you get there on the left, it's after the one we went to, like 5 blocks down the left, with the big pointy intersection is there.
Yes. Yep.
There's a place over there, and I went in there expecting to have my socks knocked off.
Nah.
It was meh at best. This place, I should have stopped.
Yeah.
Regret.
Because it's the spot.
This is a must stop.
Yeah, rusty trombone.
Yep. Or lantern.
It's one of them.
Lantern.
I really like that logo too.
Yeah, very,
The little red lantern.
very hearth and kettle. You know.
Yeah.
Right. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Well,
On that note.
on that
On that
note,
bombshell.
I think that's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very, very much for joining us as usual. We hope we could provide a couple hours of, entertainment and a break from the harsh realities we currently live in.
This great day in our nation.
It's something like that. Memorable, historical.
Historic day.
So yeah, be nice to everybody. Be safe out there.
Keep an eye on your six.
If you see somebody on the highway, just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Don't give them your phone.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out.
And right, exactly. There's other people.
Someone's nicer than you is gonna stop.
Most of the time.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. Go, please.
YouTube.
We're just asking very nicely. Everybody who listens to the podcast, just go watch our YouTube and subscribe.
You don't have to watch the podcast on the YouTube. We don't care about that.
No. Just
But we
listen to the
actually
podcast.
make funny
but just-
videos.
There are some other videos other than the podcast itself that you probably would enjoy. I mean, if you want to see behind the scenes of kind of the riffraff that happens here sometimes, our gas station reviews, our smoky burnouts, some food. Hey, you can see shawarma. If you ever wanted to see shawarma, go check out our new video and you can subscribe. So,
Piles.
PS. 2 new reviews on iTunes for the podcast. Thank you. I don't know who you are, but you know who you are, and
Yes.
that's all that matters.
Shouts to
Exactly.
you.
Shouts
Thank
to you. Cheers to you.
See you next week.
Bye-bye. Thanks for listening. Miss you.
Diesel Dave. No one likes Diesel.
Yeah, Diesel Dave. We're not going to look at fuel of any type. E85 only.